Cheers, good morning, welcome to Wednesday. Happy Hochanda, great to have your company. It is, of course, Good Morning Hochanda for the next hour. If you've not seen this before, it's a relatively new show that we put together. We bring you amazing deals as you'd expect from us. We've got a deal of the day, which I'm about to launch in a second, and some sunrise specials that are only available for this hour at a special price. And also, it's a good chance to see what's coming up, and we're going to meet some of our guests that are in the first few shows of the day. Abigail is here. We'll have a chat with her at some point. She's here in the next hour. And also, Katrina's here with her one-day special from Rowan, so we'll meet them a bit later on as well. But let's crack on and launch the one-day, or our deal of the day, should I say. One-day specials coming up later. Deal of the day, we launch every morning at 7 o'clock for 24 hours or until the stock sells out. Now, what a deal of the day we've got for you today. If you are a Disney fan or know someone that is, look at this. This is a bundle of Disney magic. It really, really is. Should be 200 quid. Now, that sort of price, you'd have to kind of think about it for a while before you decide to spend that sort of money. Look at the saving we can bring you if you buy this from us right now. £175 off. £25 for all this Disney fantastic, this Disney dies, there's Disney stamps, there's Disney embossing folders, all for just 25 quid. Grab this quickly because this is not going to be around for long. We've got Finding Dory, we've got Dory's parents, we've got Baby Dory, we've got Frozen, we've got Pluto and Mickey and Minnie, all of these characters. Let me run through exactly what you've got here so you can see because there's so much. Let's go Frozen to start off with. This one says like warm hugs, not lukewarm hugs. Like warm hugs. There we are, look, that's the first one. So you don't actually have the characters here, you've just got the fantastic sentiments in this particular die. Like warm hugs there. The next one that we got for you, some people are worth melting for. That's a really unusual one, but I like that. Fabulous, eh? So that's those two. Then you've got Pluto. We all love. Classic Disney, we really, really do. There he is, look, the Pluto tapestry, really cute. Next to him, we've then got Mickey and Minnie. This is also a tapestry die, but this is Mickey and Minnie at Christmas. But I suppose if you wanted to, you could easily snip away the Christmas tree after you've die cut it out and just have Mickey and Minnie separate as characters. So that's Mickey and Minnie at Christmas. We then have, next to that one, and pop it back, Mickey and Minnie in a bauble. Merry Christmas from Mickey and Minnie. Then we have the Finding Dory film, Family Fun with the Dorys. There's Mum, Dad and Baby. And then you've got Dory himself there as well. Or herself. Is it a he or she? I've not seen the film. It's a she. Dory's a she, sorry. Showing my ignorance. Okay, now at the top, you've then got this. Now this is a Spellbinders cartridge die, as I call it. This is a tag die. Now, it's difficult to see because, oh, no, you can see it there actually on the camera. So this is going to cut out two tags for you, slightly different shapes each and every time. You will need to have the correct die cutting machine, of course, for this to be used. But these will cut through all sorts of materials, leather, leatherette, balsa wood, crafting tin, all that sort of thing. So you do need either a Spellbinders Platinum machine or a Big Shot. So those are the machines you need for that one. But if you haven't got one of those, you can always, of course, give that to a friend that does or possibly sell it on. It's entirely up to you. Then we've got our Spellbinder stamps for you. So here we've got Peace, Joy and Love, Merry Christmas. Here we've got this fantastic snowflake montage, which is on a foam-backed rubber stamp as well. This is all included in your £25, remember. You've then also got a selection of embossing folders with the Frozen theme as well. So you've got this wonderful corner flourish, which doesn't really say anything about Frozen. It just means that you've got a lovely flourish that you can put maybe on an envelope flap or in the corner of a card. Here we've got this particular embossing folder here, which says, only an act of love can thaw a frozen heart. Oh, that's really sweet. So that will emboss that for you beautifully. But again, if you don't want to use the words, you can always just use the top bit of embossing, the actual snowflakes there as well. And then this one is a lovely 8x8 square embossing folder with those snowflakes in the background. There we go. And that's what they look like. There we are. All those three embossing folders come together in one pack, okay? So this is Disney, well, loveliness and gorgeousness. It really, really is. Now, we must say, obviously, with Disney, you're not allowed to buy to sell. You can't sell your cards. It's just purely for friends and family, okay? Now, already in, where are we? 4 minutes past 7, 10% of the big stock of this has gone. If you love your Disney characters, who doesn't love Mickey and Minnie? Who doesn't love Dory? Who doesn't love Frozen? These are flying. I knew they would. £175 off. £200 down today to just £25. If you're quick, you can have a little bit of Disney well, I say a little bit of Disney, you can have a mega amount of Disney for not much money at all. Just £25, and all of that Disney wonderfulness will be on its way to you, but remember, it's for personal use only. Now, I've got a funny feeling that deal of the day isn't going to be around for too long. So if you do want it, grab it, phone your friends, text them, let them know. If they're having a lie-in, wake them up. Let them know that Disney is the deal of the day at just £25 for £200 worth of goodies. OK, now, these Sunrise Specials, what are these all about then? Well, we select some items that are only at reduced prices for 1 hour only. At the end of this hour, if we have any stock left, the price will go back up to where it should be. So this should be £25.74. Another fantastic offer. You don't see much under a tenner these days, do you? £8.42. These are brilliant stamps for this price. They really, really are. My favourite has to be that in the middle, the clear stamps in the centre, because they're almost like postal franking marks. If you're getting close to see them, you've got really iconic parts of the world. You've got Paris. You've got America with the Statue of Liberty there. You've got Athens. You've got Giza. You've got the pyramids. You've got the Taj Mahal there, of course, as well. Couldn't remember what it was called for a minute. You've got the windmills of Amsterdam, and you've also, of course, got the Colosseum in Rome as well. The whole lot of those stamps, I'd pay that for those, wouldn't you? Over here, we've got these beautiful No Journey's End Cultures of the World stamps. New Zealand and the Pacific is where these focus and where they take their inspiration from. You've got like a gorgeous pendant. You've got some wood carvings there as well. Really unusual, beautiful shapes, wonderful designs. So that's that one, taking their inspiration from New Zealand. Quite tribal. Then over here, we've then got a little bit of Africa going on, the wild African scenario. Now, you've got your zebras, you've got your, I think they're paw prints, aren't they? Wild and dangerous, it says in the text there as well. And then you've got that lovely tree landscape in the bottom there, that kind of very, very popular, this actually. The whole lot, all three sets, £8.42. They should be £25.74. You're saving with the Sunrise Special a whopping £17.32p off the price. This is not going to be around for too long either. This is going to fly. 633979. If you love your travels, this is a great set to go for. And I've not seen stamps like this before. They've not been in there as far as I know. Joycrafts are behind these, actually, so we've got them to thank for these particular stamps. They are brand new. £8.42 and no P&P if you're a Freedom Club member. Now, another collection that's going to set the phone lines alight. Now, this is the case that these pens are going to come in, OK? These are Zig pens. This is on Flexi as well. Now, this should be 120 odd pounds for all of these pens. Today, we're letting you have them with a £67.79 discount for £52.80. Now, we know that's a bit of money to find in one hit, so we're putting that on Flexi for you as well. Normally, Flexi doesn't kick in till £60. You can get it today, £26.40 today, no P&P for Freedom Club members, and £26.40 in 4 weeks' time. But there's so many different pens here, which you can probably see. I'll go through them for you. Up the top here, you've got three Zig writers, as they're called. Next, you've got very, very fine liners. You've got 0.1 and 0.2 nibs on these, and you've got black, you've got purple, you've got red, green, and a brown. Then these pens here, these are actually Wink of Stella, I think. Yes, they are. Wink of Stella. So these are going to be kind of glittery pens with, let's just show you the nib on that. A nice fine nib on the top of that. So you can write with that, and of course it will give you a wonderful sparkle. There we go, look. Nice fine nib. Next to that one, we've then got a single, which is your calligraphy metallic, so you get a lovely metallic green. Then down here, all of these, you've got your fine line writer in the black, then you've got your fine and chisel nib. These are double-ended, these ones, so let me just take one of these at random. Don't want to knock the display over, which is what I normally do. So there we are, chisel nib one end, fine nib the other end. There's the chisel, and there's the fine. There we go. So you get quite a few of those in all those wonderful colours. You've got, let's just see the colours. You've got yellow, orange, brown, blue, green. All of those are the writers. Then we've got next to that, I can't see them upside down, so this one here is your scroll and brush. Let's just show you the nibs on these, because each of them are different. So, oh, there we go. Look, there's your scroll. That's actually got like a little chisel carved into it. So you can do fancy writing with that one. And there's your brush end on those. These are just the best pens ever. Zig and Kuretake, I love them to bits. Next layer, we then go down to the writers. And there they all are, all those fantastic colours. And then finally, down the bottom, the last set that we've got there for you are the calligraphy pens. Now, these, again, perfect if you love fancy writing, if you want to kind of take that up as a pastime or as a hobby. A quarter of the stock of this is gone already. You're getting 2 chisel nibs, one that's quite broad and one that's quite fine. So lots of different nibs, lots of different purposes for these pens, and of course the price is crazy. It's a complete library full of Kuretake and Zig pens. This is how it will come. There's the handle on it. You're looking at £26.40 today, £26.40 in 4 weeks' time, or if you'd just rather pay the whole price in one, you can do that, of course, if you want to. £52.80. That's a great collection of Zig Kuretake pens. £67.79 you're saving. Order it now while we got it. 952748 is your item number for those. We've got some great deals in the show this morning, really good deals. Okay, now, Mill Shop Online. Joe and Lily, his little girl, and the whole family really do pride themselves on what they do. And what they bring us regularly are great deals on fabric. This fabric is what I call heavy duty. It's 3 pieces, 100% cotton. You've got the Scotty Dog collection, and you've also, of course, got the plain cotton as well. Now, this is almost like a sackcloth. It really is very, very heavy duty and hard wearing. But making bags out of something like this would be perfect. Cushion covers, of course, seat pad covers, all of that, brilliant. And if you love your Scotty Dog, and who doesn't, look. And there's no right or wrong way of kind of using these, because the dogs go off in different directions. So you can use them widthways or lengthways, doesn't make any difference. You could have it maybe as a Roman blind. Who doesn't love their pets? You're going to get 2 of these, so 2 of the Scotty Dog fabrics, and then you're going to get a big selection, or a big piece, of this. Now, is this called, this isn't calico, is it? It's just plain, but plain cotton, but very, very heavy duty and hard wearing. Perfect for bags for life, perfect for, tough jobs. Maybe you're thinking about outside furniture at the moment. We're going to have a nice weekend, they're saying. I can't remember the last time we had a nice weather Easter weekend, but it's going to be lovely. So maybe you're thinking about dusting off the old garden furniture that's in the garage, getting it out. Maybe you're realising that the furniture pads have seen better days, and you're thinking, oh, they're going to cost a fortune to replace. Just recover them. That's the answer. So you're getting 2 of the Scotty Dogs. The Scotty Dogs are this size, and of course the actual plain fabric is much, much bigger. So £12 for both these, plus the big plain fabric as well. Over a quarter of the stock of this is gone as well this morning. We are busy. It's 503154, your item number, if you'd like your Scotty Dog fabric together with your plain. Okay, give us a call for that one. And all the products, by the way, and all the prices are on the website as well, if you want to check that out, hochanda.com. Now, Kaisercraft. This is a die from Kaisercraft from Australia, and basically what the die does is what you can see on the front of the packaging. So it's going to give you a lovely card blank with an aperture in the centre. I say that actually, let me just double check. Yes, it will cut it out. You do have a cutting edge just there, but all of these shapes that you can see, these beautiful geometric shapes, those aren't cuts, they're actually embossing areas. So the outside line cuts, the outside of that frame, that decorative frame cuts, but then all of these will actually impress and leave you an impression and an emboss on your card. So what you'll end up with is basically that's the embossed, and you can ink through it if you want to, if you want a different sort of colour to your cardstock, or just if you just want the texture, it's entirely up to you. But this is a great discount as well. It does come with a metallic or a magnetic sheet as well. There's your magnetic sheet, look, which holds onto your die. £9.98. It saves you £18 and a penny off, down to less than 10 quid, but only for this show or until the stock sells out, either 8 o'clock or when it sells out. And I reckon it could sell out. We've then got 2 dies from Spellbinders coming up next. Now, these 2 are basically, these are called Bordabilities. So in other words, they are edges and borders. They'll create a lovely effect for you. Again, lots of cutting edges on here, but also lots of areas that will emboss or that you can ink through. They always show you a little picture on the front of the packaging as to exactly what this is going to look like when you're using it. So there we are. Look, they cut. They emboss beautifully, and you can stencil and ink through them as well. But these are the 2 patterns you're going to get. That one looks kind of almost like Tudor Rose, doesn't it? A little bit like that. And then above it, you've then got that beautiful heart that goes up one way and then the other way, and a swirl in between as well. These can be repeated, okay? So if you want to make them so that they're quite long, obviously these are about probably, I reckon they're about 5 to 6 inches in length, but you can repeat. Certainly this one at the bottom you can repeat really easily, so it can continue along the side of a card or along the top of a card. This one is self-contained, but again you could actually repeat it quite successfully as well. £8.50. This is nearly £10 off. It's £9.68 off the price, £8.50, and both of those dies are yours. So that works out to £4.25 per die. Happy birthday, Marion. Happy birthday. She watches Hochanda every single day, and it's her birthday today. Thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day. Treat yourself to something for your birthday. Nice to know you're watching. Right, now, have you got a sewing machine? Do you put it in a bag? Do you kind of put it to bed at night, or does it stay out and gather dust? Well, this is the answer. If you want your sewing machine on the move, then this is the bag that you need. Now, there is a machine in here. You do not get the machine, obviously. It's £11.99 for this bag. This has been a bestseller whenever we've done it, actually. We've done it on Craft Price Drop a few times. We've done it in standard sewing shows too. But you might think, well, I can put a sewing machine in any bag. Why do I need a special bag? Well, this bag's got a few things going for it that other bags won't have. Firstly, the sewing machine bag zip goes right to the bottom of the bag. If you've got a zip on the top of a bag and you try and get a machine out of just a little slit in the top, it's not easy to do. So this goes right the way down to the base. If I just take this machine out for a second, you've also got a wooden base in the bottom. Now, not many bags have got, a lot of bags have got bases, but they're usually card or whatever, and they're not very strong. This is actually a wooden base here, so this is going to really help to protect the base of your machine. The feet as well keep the bag away from any dampness or puddles or anything like that. But you've got plenty of room. I mean, this machine isn't the biggest machine in the world. There are lots of sewing machines out there that are bigger. Now, this has got plenty of room. If I put the machine in there like that, we've got at least another, 5 inches of space there. So you could put your bobbins in there, you could put some, I don't know, another tool or two. Maybe you've got some rulers and things like that that you want to carry around with you. You could fit those in there. Or if you've got a bigger, longer machine, that will fit in there, no trouble. But this is where it really kind of helps. You've got padded sides, so it's going to be protected front and back and at the bottom. And the zip goes right the way around so that you've got easy access. Easy in, easy out. Padded handle, because obviously it's going to be a bit weighty because you've got a sewing machine in there. But also from a storage point of view, it just means that you're not going to get dust in all your parts as well. And it's nice and neat and tidy. And just to show you, it is produced very much with sewing machines in mind. You've got the bobbin printed on the front. And plenty of room inside there as well for all your accessories, your knives, your rulers, that sort of thing. So it's a good investment today. Should be £24.99. It's only £11.99 in the show until 8 o'clock or until it sells out, whichever happens first. £13 off. You're saving more than you're spending, which is good. There's your sewing machine bag. More pens. More pens. These are Sakura. They're another brilliant brand. They really are fantastic. Now, these are actually paint markers. Now, I haven't tried them, but usually with paint, you can not just use them on cards, you can use them on all sorts of things. You can use them on your MDF, you could use them possibly on ceramic, use them on glass as well if you wanted to. You're going to get all 5 of these. They are waterproof too. You can use them on metal, glass, wood, no problem at all. Plastic they'll work on, of course, as well. From Sakura, you know they're going to do a job and do a job brilliantly. This is £12.48 for all 5 of these pens. They're fade resistant as well. So if you want to use them outside, use them possibly for decorative things that you're going to be putting out on the patio, these are perfect. Now you do get, let me just see what colours you actually get here. Let me just have a little look on the back. That one is a yellow. This one is a red. You've then also got the purple. Very nice. What's this one? This one is a green. And then finally, you've got your pink as well. And if you find that you haven't got the paint coming through, all you've got to do, first time you use them, is just pump the nib a couple of times. That then helps and encourages the flow of the paint. Before you know it, the paint will be coming through. There we go. Look. So these are brilliant all-rounder pens. Those are the swatch that Matt, my floor manager, has done for you. Those are the actual colours you're going to get today. I don't know what you'll use them for because I don't know what your hobbies are. But just knowing that these are going to work well on glass, on wood, on plastic, virtually any surface you can think of, fade resistant, waterproof as well, from Sakura, a brilliant brand. We are giving these to you with a 50% discount. They are half price, only £12.48, down from £24.99. Another sunrise special, okay? All these prices are only here for this hour. At 8 o'clock, when Abby comes along with her show, we're going to meet Abby in a second, these prices won't exist anymore. Okay, now, what about, wow, bright light. This is an essential. This is your silver metallic card. Now, this is a bumper bundle of silver metallic card for you. Gorgeous quality. Actually, so good that I can almost give you a guided tour of the studio. Look, that's how reflective this is. Where's Matt, my floor manager? There he is. Give us a wave, Matt. Hey! Cool. £8.50, and you're going to get 50 sheets of mirror card. What does that work out to a sheet? Because metallic card like this, quality mirror card like this, I've seen go for like 90p a sheet. 17 pence. 17 pence a sheet for silver mirror card. How we've got this is beyond me. 50 sheets, £8.50. You're saving £16.50. 535076 is your item number. For matting and layering, that sort of thing, you can never have too much metallic card. And if you have bought some recently, what did you pay per sheet? Get it today from us. We'll even deliver it to your door without any P&P if you're a Freedom Club member. Otherwise, it is £3.95 postage. Join Freedom, don't pay a penny postage. Sunrise special, if we have any left at 8, the price will shoot back up to 25 quid. And that would be £25 for 50 sheets would be 50p a sheet, which is still good. But even better now, £8.50 for all 50 sheets, 17p a sheet. So 535076 is your item number. Now, coming up on the 28th of April, we're going to have our third craft along. John Lockwood is doing a craft along. Now, today is the last day that you can get this and have your £5 voucher that you can redeem on the craft along section of the website, okay? You can still buy it after today, but today's the last day where you'll be able to get that voucher for a £5 off the craft along section. This is basically giving you everything that you need to craft along with John Lockwood on the 28th. It's between 3 and 5. Previously, we've done them between 2 and 4. It's between 3 and 5 on the 28th of April. And he's going to be using these dies. Here you've got your heart die. You've got, of course, this die set as well. This particular set has got, how many dies in there? The Heart Collection is what that one's called. This one is also the Heart Collection, but you get a lot in there for your money. You can see what you can do on the back as well. All these dies in there. You've also, as well as that, got, what else is in here? You've got your double-sided adhesive sheets. They're included as well. You've got some embellishments, some little translucent butterflies, a gold leaf there as well. And also you've got, of course, your pearlescent cardstock and paper too. All of this comes together, 2 payments if you want to split it into 2, or you can pay in full at £51.95. But this is what you'll need to have if you want to craft along with John Lockwood on the 28th of April between 3 and 5. 749961, that's what you're going to get, okay? 2 flexis, give us a call for it if you'd like to. Lots of you already have got it ordered and possibly have already received it, but there's still time. There's still time for you to get yours. But remember, it's 28th of April, so you're looking at about 11 days from today. You can be crafting along with John Lockwood between 3 and 5. Hello, you. Musical chairs. We just made it in time.
I thought, oh, no.
You haven't got a cup of tea, have you?
No.
Oh, we're slipping, sorry.
It's all right.
Let's slip in mine if you want.
Thanks.
How are you?
I'm good, are you?
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good.
Good.
Now, you're here at 8 o'clock, aren't you?
Yes.
With your own show?
I know.
Fantastic.
I'm very excited. I've got some lovely goodies.
I bet you have.
Yeah.
What's in store then? What's coming up?
So, I'm going to do a demo of this is an oven mitt, but it's also a pot, not a holder.
Pot rest?
Pot rest. But it's also an oven mitt. So I'm going to demo that and with my fabrics, beautiful, beautiful. And so everyone that buys the fabrics, I'm going to send them a link to get the pattern for free.
Oh, fantastic.
So I thought that would be really handy because I know that a lot of the time when we've got fabrics on, it's hard to demo something because you don't get that pattern with it. So I'm giving you the pattern if you get the fabrics. Then 20-piece pinwheel.
Oh, 2.5-inch strips.
Yes. Well, we've done the 40 ones, 40 strips. So now we've got a 20-piece. So this is your Bali batik. So this is 3 times dyed in Bali.
Actually in Bali?
Actually in Bali,
wow.
On the beaches. Yeah, I know. It's amazing, isn't it? So this is top. You can't get better quality batik than this. So we've got that. And look at this gorgeous
is that
cushion.
What you made from it?
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that stunning? Just beautiful. This is only 6 strips. Okay, and I've got another cushion that I did 8 strips. So you could be making both cushions with just this one pinwheel.
Oh, brilliant.
So that's really fab. Look,
I do honestly like that. And to know that that's actually come from the beaches of Bali as well makes it even more special, doesn't it? But
so
really,
special.
Really lovely.
That's gorgeous, isn't it? I just love those colours so much.
Me too.
Oh, more fabrics that you'll see.
Good.
More fabrics.
What are these little gizmos?
Oh,
These look interesting.
Yes, don't they just? So I bought one of these, this one, on my first show with Avid Crafts.
Yeah.
These are Kanzashi flower makers. So these are what you're going to use your fabric, and you're going to make gorgeous individual petals.
That makes that?
Yeah.
Really?
It makes the one petal,
Right.
and then you build up as you go, tie it off, and it creates that gorgeous flower.
Look at them as embellishments as well on that
Yeah,
bag.
it's incredible, isn't it? And then you've got the small petal, and then you've got the orchid.
Right.
So you've got these in a bundle with 1/2 metre of a dusky pink fabric as well.
Can you make them out of any fabric? Or?
Absolutely.
You can.
Denim. You could make them out of faux leather. You can make them out of all sorts of things. What I think is great is, you know, like rustic weddings with that, like your calicos and your things like that. That would be gorgeous.
Also, think about maybe mothers of the bride or the bride herself. Maybe you could wear them as, like, on fascinators. You could wear them as brooches on dresses.
Absolutely.
'Cause they're
Flower
not heavy, are
girls.
they? They'll be nice,
No.
lightweight.
And you can embellish them with a gem inside, or I like to do buttons. There's so many things you can do with these. And when I bought that one that you've got on the first show, it sold out almost straight away.
Not surprised.
So I thought, let's do a new bundle. So if you've got them already, still go for the bundle, because you could be giving this one to a friend. Or I know a lady that watches, her son likes to make these little flowers.
Okay.
So it'd be a good little gift, and then keep those two for yourself.
Well, remember, although we're talking about the show that's coming up at 8 o'clock, you can order in advance if you want to. If you go to our website, hochanda.com, you'll see everything that Abigail's got in the 8 o'clock show. Just in case you've got to go out and do something, you've got to, you know, catch the bus at 8:05 or something. Have a little look now. Do it on your smartphone or your tablet. You can buy in advance if you want to while the stock's there, because I've got a funny feeling these aren't going to hang around.
Oh, I love them. They're really useful. And if you head over to my Facebook page, just Abigail, I've got an hour-long tutorial on making a full one.
Okay.
So obviously we don't have the time to do that. So if you want to see, you know, during the day at some point, head over there.
Fab.
Full tutorial.
OK, 8 o'clock, you and Catherine. Look forward to seeing you then.
Yeah, thank you.
Abigail will be here at 8 o'clock with all those goodies and more besides. So what about our deal of the day? We launch it every morning at 7. Are you a fan of Disney, and your kids are a fan?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Now, I'm really not surprised this has proved to be so popular. Cheers, Abigail. 20% of the big stock of this is already gone. This is Disney at its finest. You've got £175 off the price. Only £25, that's all you're spending for all this Disney goodness today. You've got Mickey and Minnie in Christmas scenarios. You've got Frozen. You've also, of course, got Dory, Finding Dory as well. All of these dies and embossing folders and stamps you're going to get with a £175 discount. Make a bit more noise, Matt. £25 is all you pay today. £25 is all you've got to spend. Let me show you what you've got here. Let me just show you what you've got. Now, there's tons for your money. You know, it wasn't that long ago that you pay £25 for one die. You really would. So here we've got Pluto. And these are big dice. Look at the size of it. It's huge. Absolutely massive. So there's Pluto. There he is. Look, and that's what that will cut out for you. Do remember, with Disney, it's only for your own use, private and personal and family use. You can't sell what you make with Disney dies. Next to that, we've then got Mickey and Minnie decorating the Christmas tree, probably causing chaos. But again, if you want to snip Mickey and Minnie away after you cut it out, you could just then have Mickey, you know, putting his hand out. It doesn't have to be a Christmas particular scene that you're using it on. So then we also have Mickey and Minnie, I think, in the bauble. There we are. Look, there they are, with their festivities. Merry Christmas from Mickey and Minnie, carrying their prezzies. Then we go on to the Dory, Finding Dory. You've got Mummy and Daddy and Baby Dory in this one. There we go, unmistakably Disney. Family fun, that's called. This next one also is Dory on her own. I haven't seen the film, I must admit, on this one. I'm a big Disney fan, but I've not seen Finding Dory. I usually watch these sort of films when I'm on a plane, usually. I've been on a plane for a little while. Over here, we've got, this is what I call the cartridge die. Now, this is made by Spellbinders, as some of the other items in the show are. This is a tag dice. This has got nothing to do with Disney at all, or indeed Christmas. It's just a great die to invest in, because who doesn't love tags, whether you're putting them on gifts or whether you're actually kind of decorating cards with them as well. Two different sizes and shapes. You've got one that's more square at the top and one that's slightly more rounded. So really useful die to have, that one. I'd pay £25 for that alone. I really, really would. At the top here, we've got Spellbinder stamps. We've got Peace, Joy and Love, Merry Christmas, all rubber backed for you, rubber stamps, foam backed. You've then got your montage of snowflakes, which is lovely, really useful one to have. That can be used with all your mixed media projects as well, because you can use rubber stamps with things like UT, any like hot mediums. We've then got a selection of embossing folders, a lovely 8x8 snowflake embossing folder. Next to that, we've also got 2 more embossing folders, one that's a corner and one that's a strip as well. And basically the embossing folders, just so you can see, do that for you. So you've got that lovely flourish down the bottom. You've also got that verse in the middle which says, only an act of true love can thaw a frozen heart. And then you have nothing really to do with Frozen, that square embossing folder, but all 3 of them are included in the bundle. Now this should have a price tag of £200. You can see where that money comes from. You can see why it should be that sort of money. All those dies, embossing folders and stamps, £25 is all you're paying. £200 should be the price. If you order it now as today's deal of the day, you pay it just once, £25, and the whole lot is yours. You don't even pay any postage if you order it from us and if you're in the Freedom Club. So remember, only for personal use. You can't sell what you make. 211782, your item number. That is the deal of the day. 20% gone in half an hour. It's supposed to last 24 hours. If you're a Disney fan, this is too good to miss out on. And if you see the website, you'll see everything that we have. We've got our deals of the day. We also have our sunrise specials as well. Sunrise specials are not here for 24 hours. They're only here for 1 hour. 8 o'clock, if we have any stock of the sunrise specials left, the prices will go back to where they should be. So don't pay more, pay less. Have a little look on the website now. You'll see all the sunrise specials there. But I'll let you know when we're getting close to 8 o'clock and when those prices are going to return to normal. And there's a lot there. Spellbinders dies, Millshop Online fabric, the Zig memory system pens. There's the case full of them. They are just too good to miss. If you've been promising yourself some Zig pens, £52.80 is the price. That is saving you nearly £70 off the price. Now, if you love travelling, and who doesn't, let's face it, look at this. These stamps. This is a sunrise special deal. A third of the stock has gone. We find we get really busy after 7:30. A lot of you are watching from 7 o'clock. We know that, but even more of you switch on at 7:30. Maybe your alarm goes off at 7, you jump in the shower, get dressed, put the TV on while you're having breakfast or something, and that happens to be about 7:30. We're going to get really busy for this now. First time we showed it to you, lines lit up, and at £8.42, no surprises really. Let's start at this side then. These are inspired by New Zealand, to be honest with you. You've got all this wonderful artwork, quite tribal in its look, I think. The medallion, you've got these borders, you've got carvings as well that have been made into the polymer stamps. £8.42 gets you all 3 sets of these. 633979, your item number. So there is your New Zealand themed stamps. The one in the middle, here we've got Paris, New York, Athens, Giza, the pyramids. You've got Taj Mahal, the Amsterdam windmills, and then you've also got the Colosseum in Rome as well. And, you know, it's up to you how you use those. They'd be fantastic if you maybe put them on the top corner of a postcard or the top corner of an envelope or something like that. It looks like a franking mark, doesn't it? But you can use them in other ways as well. And then over here, particularly like this set as well, if you've ever been on safari or just love Africa, you've got your zebras. There's all sorts going on in here as well. What's that one at the top? Is that just a pattern? Is it a script? Let me just pick it up and have a little look at it. Sorry. Oh, it's just a background. Yeah, just basically it's a squiggle background, a little script background for you. Then you've got paw prints from the zebras, and down here you've got that lovely African tree scene. Imagine getting your reds and your yellow inks out, that sort of thing, to create a lovely sunrise or a sunset with that stamp. So all of these are just £8.42 for the lot. So that's less than £3 a set. All 3 sets, £8.42. It says extended delivery on this. That shouldn't be on there, should it? Don't think so, no. No, it'll be with you in a few days, not long. 633979, £8.42, saving you £17.32 off what the price should be. Oh, actually, it's Joy Craft, so it'll be from the Netherlands. So yes, it will be 7 days. 7 days extended delivery. I've answered my own question. There you go, 633979. Now, what about these pens? These are serious. This is a serious pen set. This is the sort of thing that crafters in the building, if they are not in work yet, they came in, turned the TV on, saw this, they'd all be buying them at this sort of price. Maybe you should be as well. £52.80, saving you £67.79. And this is so many different types of Zig pen as well. You've got fine liners, you've got brush pens, you've got Wink of Stella for sparkle, you've got calligraphy pens as well. All of these for £52.80. They are a fantastic collection. They really, really are. 67.79 is what you save, 52.80 is all you are spending. And we even go further. We let you have it with Flexi as well. So for just 26.40 today, you can have these pens and you'll be over the moon with them. You really, really will. You've got fluorescent, you've got glitter, you've got black fine liners, every type of pen imaginable, and it all comes in a carry case just like this. So you've got a nice, neat way of keeping them in tip-top condition. And these fine liners, just at the top here, they have all been graded. You've got the actual size of the fine nib on the top of the pen lid. So that's a 0.1, and you can see there just how fine that is. But it's the quality of the ink as well, that's the thing. Acid-free, archival quality pigment ink. So basically, what this means is this could be used on legal documents and that sort of thing without any trouble at all, because it's not going to fade. And it also says please store horizontally. It's always a good idea to store your pens horizontally, and that's another good reason why the case is a good place to keep them, because they actually go in horizontally. You can store them that way, and you can easily just pull them out one by one as you need them. So you're going to get all of these. You've got your, let's run through them, what you get, because there are lots. This is your writer, your Zig writer. This is metallic, so you get metallic blue, metallic purple, metallic green. There are your fine liners in different colours, and you can easily see which colour's which with the cap, the colour coordinated cap. You've then also got your luminescent, is that right? Luminescent, yeah, luminous. Your luminous Winker Stella. You've got it in gold and also in purple and green. This one is your calligraphy metallic. And then down there, it goes on. We've got scroll and brush, fine and chisel, fine liner. Down there, the next layer is going down. There's your writer. Let's just undo the writer. What's the writer all about? Ah, this double-ended. So, okay, you've got a bullet nib one end, and you've got a fine liner on the other end. And you can always see on the barrel what end is what, because if you're like me, you always take the pen off or take the cap off the wrong end, always. But you can see on the barrel exactly what's what. Then in the black barrel, we've got our writers again as well. This is the chalk pastel colours. Ooh, so it gives like a chalky finish, a bit like your oxides. And then this set is metallic. And then down the bottom, we've then got our calligraphy pens. So if you're into your fancy writing, they are the perfect pens for you. A lovely collection, I'm sure you'll agree. And today, you know, you should be spending £120.59. And although that's a lot of money, they are worth it. Today, I don't know how we've done this deal. You can have the whole set for £52 and pence, or 2 payments of £26.40 for £52.80 or £26.40 on Flexi. Now, the carry case, that's proving very, very popular as well. The carry case for the sewing machine's coming up in a second, but the case for the pens is included with those pens, all right? Okay, now the fabric that we're talking about, half the stock of the fabric's gone. This is your Scotty dog. I knew this would be popular. Even if you haven't got one, they're cute. They're probably one of the cutest dogs out. I love them, absolutely adore them. And here you've got 2 sheets of this fabric, and this is like a heavy-duty cotton. It is a cotton. It's not crispy, or, you know, the actual print that's on here isn't going to kind of come off. You know, sometimes with cheap prints, it feels as if it's a transfer that's going to kind of chip away very easily. This is actually really well printed onto the fabric. You get 2 of those, and to give you an idea of size, it doesn't actually give us the size of this. There we are. Oh, yeah, they are slightly different colours. I just realised that. Okay, so there you've got that Scotty dog, which is white, red and blue. I thought they were both the same, but they're not. This one, same pattern, but slightly different colours, in that you've got your pink Scotty dog, your grey Scotty dog and your white one. So same pattern, just slightly different coloured dogs. But the fabric background is the same. And then you've got a big, big piece of the heavy-duty plain cotton. Nearly knocked those pens flying there. Here we go. Open this up for you. Really useful, really handy to have this, whether it's bags, whether it's covers, whether it's seat covers, or whatever you're going to be making these out of. You're going to find a lot of use for this. Just £12, a delivered price for Freedom members, remember. You get the lot. So you make cushions, maybe have cushions with the Scotty dog on the front and have that fabric on the back. That would look nice. Perfect for outdoor furniture cushions or conservatory cushion covers. Very popular this. It's going very quickly now at £12. We're always busy at after 7:30. We're limited stock for this fabric. Be quick, 503154. Good luck. I hope you get it. I'll let you know when it's sold out. Now the Kaisercraft die that we've got, this is basically it's a card, an instant card. You don't think of it that way, because you've got outside cutting edges to cut the card blank. The aperture, that's also got a cutting edge on it as well. The rest of the actual detail on the die, though, is embossing. And you can stencil through it, of course, as well, with your inks and things like that. It always shows you on the packaging what you can do and what you can make with it. There we are. Look, there's that card blank. Really lovely. And it comes with a magnetic sheet inside as well. So it's a big die for your money. There's a lot there. It comes stuck actually to the packaging, but then inside you've got your magnetic sheet, which of course you can use for storage. They think of everything at Kaiser Craft. Really lovely die, and it's under £10 today just for that. Unbelievable. Should be £18 and a penny more. It should be £27.99, £9.98, and it's yours. 126913. Now the Spellbinders dies, these border dies are really lovely. It shows you on the packaging on the front what they'll do. Again, they do three things, most dies do. They cut, they stencil, and also they emboss for you as well. And if I just turn them around so you can see, there we are, look, aren't they gorgeous? That one's easy to repeat. This one's more self-contained. This will kind of cut out completely that design. This one doesn't have a cutting edge at the end, so it can stay attached to the cardstock or you can snip it out. It's entirely up to you, but that's a very easy one to do a repeat pattern on. Just like that, you can see it carries on very easily. That one's more self-contained. Two dies for £8.50, £4.25 each. 048269, your item number. And then the sewing machine case that's always popular. It's just a really must-have thing because it keeps your sewing machine in good condition, stops dust getting into all those parts. All the mill shop fabric, just gone. Congratulations, Scotty Dog out of here. Our first sellout on Good Morning Hochanda this morning. This could be the next one, actually. It's going very, very well and very, very fast. This is for your sewing machine or embroidery machine or overlocker, whatever type of machine you want to put in there, no problem. Open up the handles. And it's not just an ordinary bag, because most ordinary bags don't have zips that go all the way down to the bottom of the bag. This does, so that you can easily flop down the front and flop down the back. It's padded as well, padded there, and you've got a wooden base to the bag as well, which means that obviously a normal bag would probably buckle under the strain of the weight of the machine, but this won't. It's actually screwed and reinforced, so it's a solid metal, wooden base there. So it keeps your machine away from the floor. It gives the bag rigidity and strength when you're carrying the machine around. If you go maybe to evening classes, or you just take it from a room upstairs to the lounge downstairs, move it around the home, it keeps prying little fingers away from it. Inquisitive cats and dogs can't get in there. And also, of course, you've got a pack at the front, or a pouch at the front, shall I say, which you can put your rulers in, you can put all your little accessories in there, no trouble at all. And everything is padded. £11.99, £13 off. Only though until 8 o'clock this morning. 011944 is your item number. Now I don't know what you need pens for, whether you're a card maker, scrapbooker, doodler, artist, sketcher, whatever, but this is a perfect way of colouring things no matter what they may be, whether they're plates. I know plate painting and plate craft is, and ceramic craft is a huge thing at the moment. You can use these on your plates and your cups and saucers. You can use these on glass, on mirrors. You can colour in on metal, on wood, on plastic. You can use them on anything you like. Now, if you're looking at the lids, as I was, thinking, well, 3 of them are white, aren't they? That's what I thought. Look, if you look at the tips, you can see what colours are. There we are. I didn't see that before. So there's you've got your pink, you've got your green, you've got your purple, you've got your red, and you've got your yellow as well. And these are permanent, and they're completely waterproof as well. So if you're doing outdoor decorating, colouring things that are going to end up on the patio or outside on a coffee table or something like that when you're having barbecues, it doesn't matter if it rains, these are going to be absolutely fine. So £12.48 is the price. They are half price, basically. Should be £24.99 today. You're getting them for £12.48. And as with all paint markers, the tip on how to use them really is just take the lid off and just pump it a couple of times. Don't kind of tap it really hard because you'll end up damaging the nib. Just tap it a few times and that should encourage the flow through the nib. And you get really accurate precision colouring with these, you really, really do. So whether you're writing or whether you're colouring in certain surfaces, these are going to be great pens to reach for. And you get all five of them for £12.48. That works out to about £2.50. Yeah, about £2.50 each, thereabouts. 308614, your item number there. I cannot believe we've got Mirror Card in the show at a special Sunrise special price. So busy for this. The bright light reflecting in my eyes, it's dazzling me. You've got here £8.50 as opposed to £25, okay? 535076, your item number. And I always look at the quality of metallic card because you can get good quality, you can get some that aren't quite so good. Maybe they look a little bit milky or a little bit misty. Look at the quality of that. The reflection on this is superb. It really, really is. A top quality mirrored card in silver, only £8.50. Very, very, very reflective. and you can cut it down to whatever size you want, mat and layer with it. Obviously, it always looks great in the centre of a card. £8.50 is all you pay. It could even be a card blank if you wanted it to be. You could score it in the middle and use it as a card blank. It's up to you. You can see just how much reflection's coming back on my face. £8.50, £25 is what it should be. £8.50 is all you pay. It's 17p a sheet, and I challenge anyone to find mirror card of that quality for 17p a sheet anywhere. Order it today. We'll get it to your door in the next couple of days. And remember, no postage for Freedom members. The Craftlong, we're going to mention that again. It is on the 28th of April. John Lockwood is your presenter for that, or your guest for that. Not sure who's guesting with him, what presenter's going to be with him, or whether we're going to have any members of the public coming in like we did last time. But certainly it's going to be a 2-hour workshop with John. And this is what he's going to be using in the 2-hour workshop. So dyes, adhesive, double-sided adhesive sheets, pearlescent cardstock, embellishments, a little beautiful gold leaf in here as well. So all of this is £51 and a few pence. It is on 2 flexes as well. And if you order it today, today's the last day, I believe, that you will get the £5 voucher that you can redeem on the Craftlong section of the website on Everyday Essentials. So if you do want that, it'll be with you very, very quickly. And 28th of April is the day for the Craftlong between 3 and 5. Not 2 and 4 as it's been before. It's between 3 and 5 in a couple of Sundays' time. And of course, the one-day special, let's remind you about that, from Disney. Hello, Katrina.
Hello.
I'm just going to remind everyone of the one-day special. Sorry, not the one-day special. Yes, the one-day special. Not the day deal of the day, the one-day special. Right, OK. Getting confused between the deals of the day and one-day specials. How are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Really good. Good morning.
To see you. Now, how did it go last night, then?
It was brilliant.
Yeah?
Really good. I got a really good response from these brand new designs.
Now, Katrina is the face of Rowan Dean. If you've not seen Rowan Dean before, I love your brand because it's a little bit different. It is embroidery, but with a bit of a twist, isn't it?
I think it's quite a contemporary twist. I don't think it has that old-fashioned image of embroidery that it's difficult.
No.
This is really fun, have a go, and just really enjoy the process of stitching.
So what have we got in our one-day special, then?
OK, so we've got a tweed bundle.
Right.
Which is the background fabric that we have woven for us. So we've got 4 great sets of designs. So this is brand new, the Enchanted Garden, and then we've also got a needle case that's made on tweed, a summer needle case, and if you just look through, you can add your own designs and your own stitching to make a piece of art, but that's useful as well.
That is
really
stunning,
good.
Isn't it? I mean, you know me in tweed.
I know. Well,
today.
this would look great as a waistcoat because it's a dress weight fabric,
Yeah.
and it's beautiful to stitch on. So it's great so that you can use heavy textured threads or fine threads. It gives a great result.
And this is Katrina's signature, using the organza as a background. And I love the fact that you've kind of dispelled the myth that embroidery has to be complicated and tricky and hard to do. A lot of your patterns and a lot of your designs can be done in a relatively small amount of time, can't they?
Absolutely. And the fabric is printed with a little bit of an outline. So you've got a guide, you know, you're not working on a blank piece of paper. You've got ideas of the stitch size, and there is a plan. Obviously you get instructions and things, but look at that. I just think that is lovely. The bead just bubbling in the distance.
It makes you want to touch it. It's incredibly tactile, and you've got your French knots in there as well, so you're bringing in all sorts of things, not just thread but also beads and all sorts of other three-dimensional objects. And this heart is lovely. Is this part of the one-day special?
This is part of the one-day special, and it's worked on the tweed. Absolutely love to wear. I mean, you could make it into a picture if you didn't want to make it into a heart, but it's got some fabulous wools from the Shetlands, some nice cottons and some nice wools, and then if you turn it over you can add your own details on the back as well. I mean, you could put herbs inside or potpourri, you know, you could do lots of things with that, but it's a lovely project. I
could just see that hung in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Maybe by the bed, you know, the headboard or something like that.
I've got these in the kitchen.
All right.
Hanging on some of the doors.
Lovely.
And then this is still part of the one-day special.
Wow.
So we have poppy doodles, and so we've got 6 designs that you can work. All of these.
Imagine receiving a card like this that's been absolutely brilliantly embroidered by you. It will go down so well. It will be a picture that will be framed after it's been received.
Yeah, they're fantastic. And I look at the red, and I think there's 6 different designs, so you've got 6 projects really in one.
Totally.
And you've got the envelopes and the cards, And really, they would make a picture, wouldn't they? You probably wouldn't want to give them away.
No, you probably wouldn't. And it works out to just over £10 per project. When you consider what you're getting, I mean, all of this is in the one-day special. Can I also just mention, I don't know if you realised it, but Katrina's actually got a book from Search Press that's been hugely successful. And I know we have, in the past, sold the kits for the projects that are in the book, and they'll be on the website.
They're on the website. I quite like that idea that you've got the book, and then if you want to be inspired to stitch, you can get all the materials in one go.
Now, how many projects are there in the book?
10 projects,
yeah.
Different size projects, different ideas. All have got step-by-step instructions and templates. So if you want to use your own fabrics, you can. But really, it's like a bit of a reference book as well.
Absolutely. Well, this book is on the website. I know we don't have details on the screen for it, but it is on the website if you'd like it. And also the kits that are in there are on the website as well. But it's all about the fantastic one-day special. So this is coming up at 9 o'clock this morning. Thank you for coming in on the Good Morning Hochanda. There we are. Look, so it's available now if you'd like to. It's 6 kits in one, and it is also on Flexi as well, so that's really good. £31.90 if you want the one-day special from Rowan Dean. The Tweedy Bundle is what it's called. It's 804632, your item number. That one-day special show then will be at 9 o'clock this morning. See you later.
Thank you.
Brilliant. OK, so that's a sunrise special that we have for you. We're going to go about 10 minutes left to get these prices. This is kind of travelling around the world, I suppose, really. You've got New Zealand in the middle. That's New Zealand, quite tribal, those particular images in the stamps, I think. Also, you've then got the round, almost like franc marks that you've got there as well. And you've got Paris, you've got Rome, you've got the pyramids, you've got the windmills of Amsterdam. Lots of iconic buildings and places from around the world. £8.42, saves you £17.32. You've also got a safari going on there as well with the zebras. So that's a really good deal for all those stamps. The Zig pens, these have been very, very popular. It's £52.80, which is a bit of money, I know, but look at what you're saving. If you bought these, normally they'd be £120.59 and worth every penny of that. And you've got so many different types of Zig pen, which I particularly like. You've got your metallics, you've got your double-ended, you've got the calligraphy, you've got the Wink of Stella. What else? You've got the chalk ones, chalk pens. £26.40 is your first Flexi Buy payment, and £26.40 in 4 weeks' time is your second payment. But they come in the bag, in the actual carry bag or carry box, as you can see, and that's the perfect place, of course, to store them as well. Now, the sewing machine bag, £11.99. That's been a popular choice this morning with a reinforced base for your machine. Whether it's a small one or large one, it's big enough for all machines out there. Embroidery machines, overlockers, whatever it is that you've got, that can go in there, no trouble. And that's been popular at £11.99 this morning. Now, we've had one of these bounce back. Someone didn't check out their basket and it's gone back into stock, so there's one left at £12 if you're quick. Good luck, 503154. OK, now the deal of the day. We launched this at 7 a.m. And it's been hugely popular. Anything Disney, we love. We've all grown up on Disney, haven't we? I don't know anyone that doesn't love Disney. Now, remember, this is only for personal use. So, in other words, you can't sell what you've made with this. That's always the case with Disney. But for family, friends, relatives, you can make as many things as you like, and everyone loves Disney. Now, these here on the bottom are Christmas related, and so are the stamps as well. So this is Mickey and Minnie with a bauble at Christmas. Those are your frozen dies. This is Mickey and Minnie, so there's Mickey and Minnie bauble. We've also got Mickey and Minnie there with the Christmas tree. There we go. So those are the two Christmas ones from them. Pluto, it says Pluto tapestry. Is it Christmas? Yeah, I think it is Christmas with Pluto actually, because there are snowflakes in the background. There we are, look. I love his expression with his tongue hanging out, his ears up. Really cute. So, yeah, that's the 3 Christmas dies from Disney for that. And then also you've got the Spellbinders stamps at the top here. These are Christmas related as well, obviously. So you've got your snowflakes there, and you've also got the Peace, Joy and Love and Merry Christmas. And these are all foam-backed and rubber, so you can use them in all your mixed media projects and things that have heat. You can rest assured rubber is absolutely fine. And then down the bottom, we've got our Dory dies. Now, I've not seen the film Finding Dory, I'll be honest, but that is Dory, and it's a she, I've been corrected. Mum and Dad and little baby Dory there, that's that selection there. This Spellbinders die, if I just bring that in for a second, that is tags. Now, if I just turn them round, there's nothing Christmassy about that or Disney related to that either. It's just basically a really good tag die. You've got a rounded tag and a slightly more squared off tag there as well. So really handy that. These will only go through, these big dies will only go through the Platinum machine or of course the, what's the other one? Big Shot. So those two machines are what those dies will go through. And then at the top here, darting around all over the place, sorry. You've got your embossing folders. Now, these also have a bit of a Christmas theme going on. So that one, 8x8, is full, packed full of your snowflakes. Over here, we've then got a border embossing folder with a verse. And then you've also, of course, got that lovely corner embossing folder, which is just here, which is that lovely corner flourish. And if you don't know quite what they'll do for you, there we are. That's the packaging that comes with it. So it's part of the Frozen range. I've got 2 Frozen dies that I've not shown you yet either. So that's the Frozen embossing folders. And then down here, we've got 2 Frozen dies as well. Now, these have actually got, not the characters on them, but they've got verses and words. So if I flick that one round for you, that says, like warm hugs, don't we all? And then if I flip this one over, there you go. Some people are worth melting for, like that, really cute. And if you don't necessarily want those words, it is snippable. So in other words, if you just want that frame and you want to put your own verse in the middle of it or put someone's name in the middle of it, you can snip at a few points and the words will come away. Same with the other one as well. Now, almost a third of the entire day's stock has gone on the deal of the day. £25 as opposed to £200. This is a saving of £175. When was the last time you saved that amount of money on something that's only costing you £25? Unbelievable. Get it today. It is for personal use only, as I keep on mentioning. 211782. So you've got Dory, Mickey and Minnie, Frozen, all of those themes there for you. All of that for 25 quid. Not bad value at all. Blooming good value. 211782. You've got 5 minutes on the show, so this is going to be available all day or until stock sells out. The sunrise specials, though, are only available for the next 5 minutes. 8 o'clock, when the next show starts, that's when, of course, those sunrise special prices will be over and done with. So you've got literally 5 minutes to go to the website, have a little look at the website, you'll go there and you'll see all those sunrise deals and the prices, and they are activated until 8. After 8, the prices go back to where they should. Don't miss out on those Zig pens, they are fantastic. And also, of course, the Millshop Online fabric, I believe, is now gone. But if you want any of those, hochanda.com, that's the place to go. Well, we're back tomorrow morning, of course, with Good Morning Hochanda again, where we launch another deal of the day. But if you want today's, the Disney collection, going quickly, 25 quid, clubbing together maybe with a friend, and, well, the kids are going to love working with these, you're going to love working with them as well. And coming up next, we've got the lovely Abigail. Abigail and Catherine, they'll be our next live show, and then, of course, Katrina, who we saw with the one-day special, will be back at 9 o'clock with Rowan Dean. Have a great day. Every morning, 7 o'clock, set your alarm for Good Morning Hochanda here at Hochanda. I'll see you later. So yes, it's Avid Crafts on the way next with Abigail and Catherine. Rowan Dean's one day special, the beautiful embroidery, back at 9 o'clock. And I'll see you with some daisy chain designs a bit later on at 10. That's Wednesday morning for the next few hours.
Would you like to improve your crafting techniques by watching and crafting along with your favourite Hochanda guest demonstrators, all from the comfort of your own home? If the answer is yes, then we are very excited to invite you to Craftlong, where you, our presenters and guests, will create an amazing array of projects throughout the year. So tune in, be inspired and create with Craftalong, your monthly crafting workshop.
The quirky and unique design of the Hobbytech tape dispenser will revolutionise the way you use tape. Quick and easy to use with a non-slip base, perfect for quick wrapping, gift wrapping and quick sticking, you'll be able to wrap, cut and stick with one hand. To add this to your order, go to hochanda.com.
Hi, I'm Lucy from Sweet Poppy Stencils, the Craft Station Limited. We're a craft retailer and we specialise in stainless steel stencils. Our stencils are manufactured in metal. This allows us to have designs that are intricate. We also have new products coming on board, our craft bonds, our pole drops, and and our acrylic paints are joining us. We've recently joined Hochanda and we're really excited. This allows us to demonstrate and show our products. We know customers like seeing the demonstrations, so make sure you tune in and don't miss the Sweet Poppy shows on Hochanda.
Good morning, everybody. I know the sun's going to shine today, but please stay in and watch Hochanda. And to start off with, look who's here. I've got Abigail with me.
I'm so excited.
Good morning. It's the first time we've worked together.
I know.
I know.
It's a bit odd, actually.
It is a bit strange,
It's
isn't
great.
it?
I'm loving it.
Now then, you're here with Avid Crafts.
I am.
Tell me a little bit about Avid Crafts.
Okay, so I started Avid Crafts 6 months ago.
Oh, very new then.
Very new, very precious. We've just sort of gone from strength to strength. We're doing subscription boxes and fabric and all sorts of lovely things. And this is now my 4th set of shows here. Well,
Lovely.
I'm only doing one show today. Only this one
Busy
show.
girl.
But it's my 4th time coming with my own company. So it's really exciting. It's all still new and it's cool.
Lovely, and it's lovely to have you here, of course.
Thank
It
you.
really is. Now then, we've got some nice products for you as well this morning. Now, starting with some new todays. Now, we've got some fat quarters here, starting with our Sea Life. These are really cute. I'm going to have to open this one up. Aren't these just the cutest little characters?
They're so cute, aren't they? I've made a lovely
Look at
apron with using 2 of the fat quarters that's just behind you. And it's just fun, isn't it? It would make great bunting in a nursery, something like that.
gorgeous.
I think it's so cute.
It really is. Now, this is cotton and polycotton mix, isn't it, this particular bundle?
So the turquoise is your 100% cotton and the yellow and the Sea Life is the polycottons.
Lovely. Oh, I love this.
It's
Anything
lovely,
with
isn't it?
dots on. Dots, stripes, checks, I love. But the colour of that is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. You've got the yellow in there as well, of course. So you've got 6 fat quarters here in this one bundle. $11.99. That's an amazing price. 235,331. There we've got the yellow as well for you.
That's really nice,
Isn't that
vivid yellow
gorgeous?
as well, isn't it? It's really like in your face, bright, cheerful, sunny. Some bunting with that would be fab. And that's the little apron that I made.
Isn't that lovely? I'm going to
just
pick that up
cute,
a little
isn't it?
bit just so we can see the pocket on there as well. That goes so beautifully, doesn't it? The yellow pocket really stands out. What a lovely idea.
Well, it's just to show that we don't always need to be making blankets and things like that with our fabrics. We
not.
can be making all sorts. So that's just something fun to do with the kids in mind.
Oh, you
Little
can
gift.
just imagine the children in the kitchen baking with that, and they're going to have so much
Yeah.
fun just wearing the apron. They're going to want to bake, aren't they? They're
Yeah,
wearing
that's
something
true,
like
actually. That is true.
They really are. Now then, that's just the first of our fat quarters. We've got more for you, but I'm just going to let you know over 10% of that particular bundle has already gone. We've just gone to air as well. The Sea Life option there, 235,331. Now, next up, we've got the Purple Power. Oh, now this is gorgeous.
Isn't it? I've sort of blocked you in here with
Yeah.
cushions, haven't I?
Do you know what? I really need to start wearing 12-inch heels, I think, so I can reach over. Now, that's lovely. You've got the paisley in there. You've got the... that's kind of a very soft sort of lilac, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is.
Really pretty. Oh, I like that pink.
Yeah, that's a really lovely dusky pink. It sounds like dusky rose.
It is. It's gorgeous. And again, a spot. You can't go wrong with a
And
spot.
these are
can
all
you?
your
I love that.
100% cottons as well.
Beautiful. And then a really deep purple in there as well.
Yes.
So a lovely bundle again. Purple Power. What a lovely name for it as well. So you've got 5 pieces here. This is 100% cotton. £12.99. It's going to get this particular bundle 492,229. Have we got any samples with that one?
We haven't, but I'm making something with it. Yes.
So stay tuned. Now then, 10% of the stock has gone of Purple Power as well. So even Stephen's on the first 2 at the moment, but we'll see where it goes. Now this is wonderful. Wow.
I know, I love it so
12-piece
much.
set.
Oh,
Oh, what have
Sorry.
you knocked over? It wasn't me. Right, this is your 12-piece set. It's the rainbow. So again, it's 100% cotton. Now let's just have a look at some of these.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you've
these are
basically
so pretty.
got a flower pattern, and then I've teamed it with a corresponding plain. So I've sort of taken out the work for you. Like, I've teamed it up with something, so you don't even need to think about it. So you've got all flowers. So that is the lovely roses. I love that.
That
so
is
much.
gorgeous, isn't it? I love these solids as well. You know, the solid colours. They work perfectly,
It's great to have a
don't they?
solid. It really is great to have a solid, especially when it comes with the pattern already.
Really nice.
Because a lot of the time we take our patterns to the shop to team up with a plain. So you've got those. I've already done that hard work for you.
This is an amazing bundle. It's £16.99 as well. You're saving £7.
This is incredible value. So let me hold on. I'm going to do the math here. So you get 4 fat quarters to a metre. So that's 3 metres of fabric.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I love how you've put this together, Abby. It's an absolutely wonderful bundle, and a quarter of the stock has already gone on this one. 037778. You are saving £7 there, just £16.99. Now this cushion's been made from this particular bundle, hasn't it?
Yes,
This is
it
gorgeous.
has. Front, back, all made from that bundle.
Isn't that pretty?
And it's so the two at the front, obviously they're the colours I've teamed together. But then to add that one at the back is really a really lovely pop of colour. It's cute, isn't it? Really lovely.
Isn't that pretty? So fresh. It's absolutely gorgeous. Very busy for that particular option. Details still on the screen, 037778. You are getting 12 pieces, an amazing price. It's extremely busy, so don't hang around with that one. I'm having trouble propping up that cushion now.
I'm holding this one.
Now then, we've got a pinwheel here. Now this is new because you've not brought this particular sort of size bundle before, have you?
So we've bought the 40 strips when on my first show with Avid Crafts here at Hochanda. I bought the 40 strips, and now I've got the 20 strips. You've only got the red option. We did have the blue and the orange option in the 40 strips, but the red option was so popular, I thought let's do it in the 20 strips. And you can, and this is hand dyed in Bali. This batik. So this is real batik. Like a lot of the time, the word batik can be thrown around quite loosely, but this is actual batik. And this cushion here was made with eight strips. So in your 20 strips, you're getting 2 of each colour. There's 8 colours, and then you're getting 4 just random. So you get at least 2 of each colour.
Lovely.
So this you can make with one strip of each colour. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that is so effective.
And then
I
you
love
could be
that
making the
fabric.
other cushion that I showed. If you tuned into Good Morning Hochanda, and I'll show you a bit later, you can also make the other cushion with just this one pinwheel.
Oh, do stay tuned for the demonstrations.
Lovely.
Gorgeous, gorgeous sample. £21.49. New today again. 010536. You are getting those various strips in there, 2.5 inches wide each. One little thing I'm going to ask, actually, Abigail, is a pattern.
Yes.
We haven't mentioned it, have we?
No. So I'm demonstrating a oven mitt pot. I keep saying hold. It's not a holder. Pot rest. And so if you buy anything on the show, anything at all, I'm going to send you a little link on your order form, and you can download it for free. And so
that's
it's
so
just
kind.
something fun to do.
Yeah.
Because if you're buying the fabric, it's like, no, but what am I going to make with it? So I'm going to give you a free pattern.
Oh, lovely. And it is lovely. I've seen the finished item as well. It's absolutely gorgeous, so don't miss out on that. Anybody that orders, remember. Now then, we're going to tell you about our flower makers now, because we've got some new ones as well, haven't we?
We have. So we've got the orchid, which is the one on the end here, and then we've got the small petal, which is the one on the end here. So they're the new ones, and we've seen this one before in a bundle that I bought on the first show, but this sold out in minutes. So I thought it'd be really great to bring it back, bring in the original flower maker. So if you missed out first time round, then that's in there for you. But if you did get it first time round, you could be giving this on to a friend. Or a family member, and then keeping those 2 to add to your collection. And you're also getting 1/2 metre of fabric as well, so you can be making your flowers as soon as you get the bundle home.
Wow, I'm intrigued by this because I haven't seen it before.
It's so
I've got to
interesting,
admit.
isn't it? So this is the large petal here, and you can be adding in, as many petals as you like to create your flower. I'll perhaps, if we've got time, I'll do a quick demonstration. But if you go to my Facebook page, I've got an hour-long Facebook Live that I did making up a whole flower.
Oh, lovely.
So it's useful to go and have a look.
So many different ways you can use these as well. Hair accessories, trims for bags, cushions, tie backs on
Completely.
curtains. These are a great idea. I'm hoping we're going to see these actually. Saving £4, £27.99, 231423. Very busy for those when they were on before. Of course, you've got those 2 brand new ones on today as well. And don't forget the ½ metre of fabric as well. So we're just going to take you over to the website to have a look at everything, because we do have more for you. We've got tools on there. We've got the faux leather there as well. There's books to see. Of course, those wonderful petals are there, the templates to make those flowers. Really intrigued by those. Don't forget the fat quarters as well. We were very busy for those at the start of the show. So do pop those into your baskets, and remember, you're getting that free pattern. You're going to get the link to the free pattern, and we'll see in a minute what you can make with that pattern.
So we have got, this is the pot oven glove /
Puppet.
pot. No, it's a bit like that, isn't it? It's so useful though. It's just the right size to grab things out of the oven and then put your pot down on it, but it is a bit...
If you did it in green and put ping pong balls, it's definitely a frog.
Totally, isn't it? We were talking about other characters from the 80s that has a very similar zipped mouth.
Yes, of course.
So this is what we're going to be making up.
It is lovely though.
So I'm using the purple power bundle.
Okay.
Oh, this paisley and that purple.
It's lovely. I love that dusky pink in there as well.
It's so lovely, isn't it? It's just... I feel like it's just right. It's not exactly the same as the paisley, but it's like a tone off.
Yeah.
So it works really well together.
It does. Love it.
So, yeah, you'll get the pattern for this. So don't worry about dimensions and things like that, because it will be all laid out for you.
Lovely.
But I've cut the 2 pieces so it's front and back, and this has been quilted because I just think that adds a little bit extra. You could be perhaps just, if you don't want to quilt the whole thing, you could perhaps just quilt in the gap, you know, save a bit of time. It's up to you completely. But I'm going, first of all, here's a tip.
It's a good piece if maybe if you're a new starter, you're new to sewing, that's a good project to maybe start with.
Completely.
And actually with the quilting, it gives you a bit of practice as well, because it doesn't really matter if it's not absolutely perfect the first time, does it?
And do you know, you could measure out your quilting with a heat erasable pen or a chalk pencil, which I don't have there. But you could do that so it's precise. But with this, I didn't even bother. I just sort of went freehand on the machine and just did crosses, and it didn't really matter to me if they were perfect or not. If I'd have done it in a pink, it really wouldn't have mattered if it was perfect or not, but the white you can sort of see, but I didn't really care. I went rogue. I'm a rogue stitcher.
Well, it is very pretty. Just before we move on, Abby, I'm just going to let everybody know the rainbow fat quarters, that's that bundle of 12. We are now limited stock, so if you want those, please do be checking your baskets out of those. These are the ones here, look, 12 different fat quarters, absolutely gorgeous designs. You've got a mixture of those lovely small prints, you've got your solid colours as well, really beautiful bright colours in there. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm not surprised this has been busy, Abby.
Yeah, well, I'm not either, because I do love them. So I am a little bit biased to start with, because
I love
they're my choices. But yeah, they are great, and they're so useful for so many different things. And who doesn't love a floral? You could team all the florals together. Why not go crazy? Or you've got those plains that you could team all together. And do you know, having a white fat quarter, do you know that's so rare? We really don't see it, because people often think, oh, you can get hold of white cotton.
Yeah.
But it's the same price. It's the same thing that you'd be buying your other plains for. So why not add that into the fat quarter?
Exactly. Well, we have technically sold out on those now, so that means all stock is in baskets, so you need to check your baskets out. If there's any bounce backs, we will let you know, but other than that, I can tell you it's sold out.
Well, well done, because I love them.
I know, they are gorgeous.
Biased
They
again,
really
I
are.
know, but... right, talking of bias, seamless.
Is that another pun?
I know, yeah. I'm on fire, it's really early as well. So when we do the bias binding around the outside...
You've got them in stitches in the gallery, you know.
Oh, see? We need a bit of give to it, because it's going around a corner.
Yes,
so I'm going to
of
show you
course.
how to cut your fabric on the bias to make your binding. It's so easy. I've got so many things. So basically, you're going to get your fat quarter, whichever one you want. I'll actually use the purple, because that's the binding that I'm going to use for this particular oven mitt.
It's a lovely rich purple.
Yeah, Cadbury purple,
It
I think,
is.
or any other chocolate providers. So you lay out your fat quarter with the long edge facing you, and then you're going to take your first corner and fold it down to make, you know how you would cut a piece of paper to make the square? So you're going to do that.
Yeah.
Then you're taking the other corner and placing it to the edge of here.
I see.
Then you're taking this and you're folding it up to the edge. Okay?
Right, okay.
Then take it over to yourself. I mean, it's probably not the best fold I've ever done in my life, but using the rotary cutter, which we've got on the show, because I love these have got such good grip.
Yeah.
Because you can get the rotary cutters, they've got the really thin handle, and I've got a really weird twitch in my thumb at the moment. So I'm really struggling to do anything with my thumb, but this is great because it's so good for the ergonomic, is that the word? I don't know.
They are so good for cutting those clean lines, aren't they?
Really, yes. So I've just trimmed off the edge, okay, to make it a flat edge, and then we'll do 2-inch strips. I'm sorry about the state of my ruler; it's quite filthy. So we'll do 2-inch. You could do 2.5-inch. You know, it's up to you, but I'm going to go for 2 inches.
Okay.
So we'll just cut a couple.
Guess what? I've just bought a rotary cutter.
Have you?
And
They're
a
so
cutting mat.
useful. But look, now you've got a strip that's been cut on the bias, so you've got that stretch, so you can manipulate it round the corners easier.
Yeah, you can see the stretch in that.
Yeah, it just makes it a lot easier. So let's just cut a few more, because I will need more. Look at that. It just goes through like a dream. And you've got replacement blades as well with this.
I can see it's a really good quality rotary cutter. In fact, details are on the screen there for you now with the 2 replacement blades, of course. $19.99, that's a great price as well. $585,836, and it really is a sturdy tool.
Yeah, it is. It's fabulous. So you've got your binding with your stretch, which is it's very useful. And that's such a simple way of doing it as well. And then you can, all you do is just neaten off your ends.
Of course, I was using fabric here from the Purple Power Bundle, which is also on the screen for you. $12.99, you're getting 5 fat quarters. Again, beautiful, beautiful designs. In fact, I just have got them here. We'll just have a quick look at these again, because I know all the fat quarters have been busy right from the top of the hour. I'm going to put those like that. Those 3 together just look beautiful, don't they?
Yeah, they'd make a beautiful cushion, wouldn't they? They really would, or a little blanket. In fact, how many fat quarters are there? 5? 6? 5?
There's 5 in these.
So you've got, that's a metre and a fat quarter's worth of fabric. So you could definitely make a lovely little blanket out of that.
You really can. They are gorgeous colours. Really like them. $12.99, $492,229. Nearly a quarter of the stock has gone of that particular bundle as well.
I'm just putting the fabric at a right angle just to make my binding very quickly, because I do need it. So just going from the corner. I have got white thread as well. But it's useful to use a white one so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to put that on the floor. Trim off the excess, like so. And then you've got a I was making up a word there. I have to admit, that was...
Continuous.
I was thinking it would come eventually. It didn't happen. I was going to say continuated.
A continuous strip.
Continuous, thank you.
Is that right?
That's why you're here, Catherine. Yes, a continuous strip. Very useful. So that's how we make the binding. Very, very handy thing to know, how to cut it on the bias. Because when I learnt, I folded the fabric, cut it, and I ended up with a V of fabric. I went, oh, I thought I knew. Didn't know. But yes. That's how you do it.
That's the first time I've seen anyone demonstrate that here. It probably has been done before, but it's the first time I've done a show and actually seen someone fold.
So easy, isn't it? It's just 3 simple folds and you're away.
Lovely.
So, sorry, can I just have this one?
You certainly can.
Thank you. I did sort of spread out when I arrived, and it was a case of...
I thought it was my elbow cushion.
No, sorry about that. No, there you go, there's a pattern for you. So I'm just going to lay out my pattern piece. Yours won't be so crude as this, I'm sure, as to use it on a sticky label. You know, when you do things and you go, oh.
Just the first thing that's to hand.
It was
sometimes.
actually.
That's what we need.
Yeah, and then you have to make the dimensions right on the computer and all things like that. That's above me. No, I can't be doing any of that. I do try. So I'm just using my scissors. Pop that
Lovely.
over there. So these scissors are on the show as well, with these little ones. They're very useful. All day yesterday I was using these when I was making up some samples, and I was just snipping away, and I love my little embroidery scissors, but I find the grip on these so useful.
I've got serious scissor envy. I've spotted something in your basket.
Have you seen those?
Yes, and pen envy. I've seen a pen as well.
That's my other scissors.
Look at these.
Aren't they? They're lovely,
They're a
aren't
bit
they?
posh.
I call them my rainbow scissors.
They are gorgeous.
They're
I'd
sort of
call them
oil
unicorn
slick.
scissors.
Yeah, they are. They're a bit much, aren't they? You know when you see something, you go, I have to have that.
Yeah.
So I had to have it.
Did I spot a matching pen as
You
well?
did, but that's a gift for Molly.
Oh.
There's a lady that we both follow on Instagram that's got this pen. It's ridiculous, I know. And I saw it, and I got myself one, and I thought I'll get one for Molly. And Molly's one of the directors, so I popped it on her desk ready for her. But she's not in until Friday.
That's really nice. Oh, you better hide it. It might disappear before
That's
Friday.
true, actually. I did wonder. I thought Jack might have it away.
I've just heard Chris has just nipped out the gallery to go and get it.
Run and get the pen. So I've cut my wadding. You will need to use heat-resistant wadding. You can get all sorts. There's so many out there, but that's what you'll need to do. I didn't have any to hand when I was making this sample up, so mine is not. So I will not be using it on the oven. But if you use the heat resistant, you can totally use it on the oven.
Okay.
And then you're simply sandwiching that between.
Okay.
And then getting your pins. I always pin. I am a rogue stitcher.
Okay.
Well, so a lot of the times
while you're pinning that, Abby, would you like me just to do a quick recap on a few items?
Yeah,
absolutely. I know we're very, very busy for a few things. Our deal of the day we need to remind you about as well. Now, the deal of the day, there it is for you. It's just coming on the screen right now for you. So, of course, this launched this morning. You've got your paper crafting mega bundle. You've got dies, you've got stamps, you've got embossing folders. Now, look at that usual price, £200, and you can get the deal of the day for just £25. That is absolutely incredible. 211782. What an amazing bundle. I think that's the biggest saving I've ever seen on a deal of the day as well. Absolutely enormous saving there. So do make the most of that. 211782. Now we're back here just to give you a reminder of some of the fabrics we've got. So we've got Purple Power. I'm going to give you a reminder of what you are going to get in this particular bundle. 5 pieces. Different fabrics, again, absolutely beautiful colours. I love that dusky pink, and you've got kind of this salmon pink in there as well. You've got a lilac. Remember, Abby's using the purple to make that bias binding. And here we've got the paisley, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, we've got 2 paisleys there. I must have picked up one from the other counter. I think I've picked up Abby's. Now, almost 40% of the stock has gone on that particular bundle now, 492229. Now, of course, Abby's making that little pot holder or the pot stand, or the puppet, if you want to call it that. And it's a free download. Anyone who purchases from this hour will actually get a link to be able to create that. So you can print off your pattern piece. You'll get that down as a download. Now, what would I make with these? Oh, do you know what? I'm just thinking, I love that little apron, but I'm thinking little dresses for the summer, maybe for little girls. I've got to go back to the rag dolls. I've got a thing about rag dolls. My mum still has one sat on her bed. Used to love making rag dolls when I was little. So matching clothes, I'd make them new outfits. Oh, I'm getting carried away now, aren't I? Oh, yes, you could do all sorts with it. Of course, you can do your cushions, you can do your quilting as well. Now then, another bundle we're going to remind you of is the Sea Life one. Now, this one is polycotton and cotton mix. This is so cute. I'm going to show you that little apron again in a minute. Look at the characters on this. With the whale there, you've got the octopus and the crab and the starfish. Look at their eyes. We've got really, really friendly faces as well. Perfect for children. Of course, again, you could make little quilts with these. You could make panels and cushions. But I'm going to show you that apron in a second. But there's that spot. Isn't that a gorgeous colour as well with that white spot on there? Absolutely gorgeous. It works so beautifully together. Then you're going to get your yellow with the white spot as well. And we're getting 6 fat quarters in total in this particular bundle, and just £11.99, 235331. Almost a quarter of the stock has gone on this one as well. And there you go. There's that lovely little apron. I'm just going to turn it around just so you can see the straps as well, because I love that dot. Isn't that lovely? A little child's apron, but you could make whatever you want out of this particular bundle, of course. It's entirely up to you. 235331. Now, we've also got our pinwheel kit. Now, I did show you this earlier. Now, this is new today. 20 strips. Are you just sneaking in there? 20 strips. These are absolutely beautiful. 8 various fabrics in there. You're going to get at least 2 of one particular fabric. You said, didn't you, Abby?
Yes, sorry, I made myself laugh.
There you can see how nicely wound it is there. So you can see it's a solid bundle, that. 010536, just £21.49.
Sorry, I've gone again.
Now? And here's the cushion. Ah, is that the other cushion you were telling us
I realised
about?
I didn't show you over there, so I thought I'd just get it.
So you've got, what was it, 1 strip?
So this is 1 strip of each colour on here.
Right, okay.
And then this is 6 strips. So you could be making both of these with the pinwheel.
With that one set?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
That's
and
great,
isn't
isn't it?
that
And you'd have
effective?
excess, actually. You'd have more left.
That would look lovely as a bag as well, wouldn't it? The front of a bag. Wouldn't
Yes,
that look
it would
gorgeous?
completely. It's just, I love this technique, blending that out. And I chose all the
fabric.
colours so that they would blend like that. And then you could do something striking and a statement like this. I love those.
They are absolutely gorgeous colours, aren't they? They really are. £21.49, amazing price. So you can make those 2 cushions out of those strips or anything else that you want to make. It's entirely up to you. 010536. Now, our rotary cutter, we're just going to tell you about that. We did mention it earlier. Now, this is a quality tool. You've got the rotary cutter and tool replacement blades there. New today, £19.99. And as Abby said, I think you can see there how, you know, the handle isn't a slim handle. It's nice and chunky. It's very comfortable to hold. It's beautifully shaped as well. 585836. That's a great buy because you are getting those tool replacement blades as well. We've also got another tool bundle for you. It's the that's it by magic.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We've got our scissor, our 4-piece scissor and tool set. So you are getting those small scissors. You're getting your larger scissors there as well. You're getting your, now I call this a seam unpicker, but it's not. What's the official name for it?
Well, call it what you like, but I call it a quick unpick.
A quick unpick. And that is a casing to go
Yes,
on the
it
other
is.
end, isn't
Yeah,
it? So
absolutely.
it keeps it nice and safe. And you get this lovely little tape measure. That's really handy. It's handy to keep in your handbag, isn't it, that one?
Actually, it is. It really
Yeah.
is. Because when you're out and if someone's cutting your fabric, I'm often like, I'm not sure that's right. I'm not sure that's right. Bring out my tape measure.
I love the fact it's on a little key ring as well.
Yeah.
£13.99, 827685. Now, a reminder about the flower makers as well. And I'm just thinking, do you know what? Wouldn't that look lovely?
Oh, yes.
Wouldn't that look lovely?
That
you know,
is-
to decorate your cushions up.
Absolutely.
Hair, look, you need to make me a hairband for later.
I'm thinking
Abby.
flower girls with their headbands, all sorts of things like that. Really lovely. Just that little bit of extra embellishment.
Yes.
I love.
I'd love to see those on a bag as well. Really bright flowers,
Yeah.
you know, for the summer. You can make them for different seasons, couldn't you?
Definitely.
Great bundle, absolutely amazing bundle. 2 of these you've not seen before. This one has been here before, the one in the centre, but the 2 on the outside haven't. New today, you are going to get all 3, so maybe if you've already got this one, you can gift it to someone, or just keep it as a spare. Or if you've got a caravan, keep one at the caravan, one at home. Now, it's new today, saving £4, £27.99, 231423. I really, really like those.
I'm going to demo it actually.
Good.
Because I think that it's one of those ones where you look at and you're not sure. It's like, really?
Yeah.
But I think when you see it in demo, it's, yes.
Yes, I want you
Yes.
to do it for me because I've not seen it before. So I'm really interested to see what happens.
Yeah.
Now then, we've got faux leather for you. Now, these are gorgeous colours. Now, it's a pick and mix, but we
Yes.
have got some stunning pieces here. Love these too.
That light hitting that really is quite special. I made a little bag, a little rucksack using the gold, and that's the rose there. So this is your faux leather. This is the gold, obviously. Oh, look at
That is really lovely. I love this soft blush pink as well.
I'm calling it a rose because it's like a rose gold, but you're right, it's like a blush pink, which also goes with this lovely baby pink.
It certainly does.
Lovely. And then bright red. Now that's a real red, isn't it?
It's a proper
pillar box red.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
And I find that really striking. That's one of those ones where it's like if you had a little clutch bag made out of that.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! As if by
Look at
magic.
that. That's really nice.
Tiny bag. And you can die cut this. So if you've got things that work hand in hand with the faux leather, you could be die cutting, sending it through, no problem at all. It stitches like a dream. You don't need a special foot at all. Also, if you... I'm doing a Facebook Live tonight on my Facebook page with faux leather. So if you want to see it stitched, then tune in.
Lovely. And then so we've got the silver, or the steel as we're calling it, and finally the black. So it is a pick and mix, any two, for £19.98, saving £6. Now these are a great size. They're 40 inches wide,
Yeah.
by 18 inches. Let me just flip
Sorry,
that up.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, look at that.
Why did we let her in the building, is what you're saying? It's huge, isn't it?
£6 saving. That is...
So
That's
if you're
incredible
if you're
value.
making clutch bags, let's say that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I reckon you could get
Wow.
5 out of that, no probs.
Easily. Right, well, I'm going to show you how you can order this by going to the website, of course, for the pick and mix. Very easy to do, 011878. Let's take you there now and we'll show you how to use this. Pop it into your baskets. Now, what would I be going for? I've got to have that gold and that pink, I think. They're definitely the gold and the pink for me. Yes, it's got a little bit of shimmer to it as well. There we go, it's in my basket, look, £19.98. Hey, guess what? I'm a Freedom member. What does that mean? That means it's delivered totally free of postage and packaging. There you go. So it's easy to do. You can just go to the website, pick and mix, so easy to do. Just choose your options. Of course, you can go for more than one length. If you want to go for extra, you can put 2 of the same colour in if you like. It's entirely up to you how you buy it. Now then, don't forget, just a little reminder, anyone that's buying from this show will actually get a link to a free pattern. It's the download. Where's it gone? Where's our finished one? There it is. To our little, what are you actually calling it? A pot stand? A pot holder? It can be what you want it to be.
A pot, a oven.
It's really handy, actually.
Mitt, slash
holder. Because you can stand straight onto it there. You can put your hand into it and use it as an oven mitt. You can use it
multi-use
as a puppet if you want. Do you know, there's so many things. And you can make as many of these as you like.
Yeah, you could, if you've got a craft fair, you can sell it as well. So if you...
Good idea.
Go for it.
These are nice little projects, actually, for selling, aren't they? If you're doing a fete or something like that.
They'd make a great something on a Christmas stall because they're so quick to make. You could be making them in your Christmas fabrics, and then have them all across your stall.
Oh.
It'd be brilliant.
Oh, that would be lovely. Yes, so don't forget, everyone who buys gets that.
Right, I'm just threading my needle because I was not prepared. So when you're making these flowers, you need quite a long piece of thread. This is probably just over 1 metre. And you want, when you do your knot at the end, you want to make sure you've got at least 6 inches of thread after your knot.
Okay.
Because that's what you're going to tie it all together with at the end.
Yeah.
So make a decent sized knot and then have it all on your thread.
And it needs to be a decent quality.
It does,
cotton
because you're
then.
going to really yank on it.
You don't want to pull apart, do you?
So this is the large petal one, okay?
Okay, I'm intrigued by this.
So take your fabric and fold it in half. Obviously, you don't need to be as wasteful as I am with this. You can fold it so that you've only got a bit there. Take your flower maker. I always do the clip at the top.
Okay.
So taking that under, I'm going to wait till you can see it really clearly. There you go. Taking that under and then folding the flower maker and clipping it into place. Okay?
Right,
Then you're
okay.
going to trim off the edges like this. And then you're going to take your needle. Now this couldn't be simpler because it's all numbered for you.
Okay.
You're going just up the number sequence with your stitches. So it says start number 1 here. You can have it this way if you prefer, or you can have it this way. I like to have it this way up. It's personal choice. So you're going in with your 1, going down in your 2,
This is intriguing, it really is.
I know,
I've never seen anything like this
really, I'm
before.
not sure about this. But honestly, it works like a dream. 5, 6, 7 to 8.
Okay.
Like so. It doesn't matter if those aren't in the grooves, it really doesn't matter at all. Then you're opening up your flower maker, like so. So you end up with stripy lines. Hold your one end and hold the other end and just simply pull together.
Oh.
Then ruffle it down to the end and you've got a petal.
Oh, I see.
And then you do the next one on the same bit of thread.
So you don't need to break the thread? You don't need to... No, so you
it's
just keep going?
You just keep going until you can do 3 petals, 5
Do you know what? A
petals.
way of using all those little scraps as well. You could have multicoloured flowers,
Definitely.
the petals. What thickness would you say that would go up to? Could you use a different fabric?
I would do denim.
Have you done denim with it?
Yeah, absolutely. Because as long as you've got a decent needle that's going to go through, it's not a problem. It's just so... And you know, doing this in front of the TV and just chilling, just taking your time, and the kids can do it.
Oh.
It's so straightforward.
Half the stock has gone now, the flower makers. Now you said denim, I want some.
Yeah, denim.
I want to make some
lovely?
denim ones.
And I think really, like, if you were to rough edge them as
Yeah.
well,
Oh,
like
that would look-
that
lovely.
wreath that you've got over there on display, it would look
Yes.
lovely, you know, just rusticy, baskets on the side of baskets. There's so many uses. I always think flower girls because it's a flower and it just rolls off the tongue.
So even with denim then, when you fold it in half, as long as it's not a really, really heavyweight denim, will it hold? Will that clip just go in?
it will do,
just snap together?
And even if it doesn't, even if it's, I've got twisted there, even if it's a bit thick, as long as you hold it in place.
Yeah.
I've got myself in a twist here. I've got to undo because I've looped something round.
Yes, because you could easily just sort of hold the top as you went in with the needle in with the other hand, couldn't you?
Sorry, do
What a clever
excuse me while I
idea.
fiddle. I've looped that round there as I've been trying. There we go, right. Honestly, they shouldn't let me. I don't know what I've done.
You've got another knot now, I can
Hold
see
on, I need
it.
to open it up. Yes, I've tied myself in a knot. Well, I suppose that's a good thing. You can just undo it. So just take your needle off the end. I don't know what I did there. I wasn't concentrating, Catherine. That's the issue.
It's me, I'm distracting you.
Well, I'll just make another petal because let's do it in purple.
You see, this is the nice thing. You can alternate your colours. You can do them all the same. You can have a total mix. What about sheer fabric? Could you just the same thing with an organza?
Yeah, totally.
Ooh, crystal organza. That'd look really nice.
Oh, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Lovely.
yes.
And you could be popping these on your cards as well. You don't have to stick to
course.
on your fabric projects. You could be putting them on cards. I reckon you could, if you were careful, you could probably use like your tissue papers and things like that. There's no reason why not.
Oh, crepe paper. That would work.
Crepe
nicely,
paper,
Yeah.
absolutely. Oh, I've threaded that, haven't I? Yeah, crepe paper would be lovely.
Yeah.
They're just easy to do, and you can embellish the centre maybe with a lovely gem or I like to do
Yes.
buttons. I'm going to actually concentrate.
I'm not going to talk to you now, Abby. I'm going to let you get on with it.
Yeah, just
I'll just talk about something else.
Yeah,
what
we
can
could
I
just
talk
have-
about? I can talk about the amazing fabrics we've got on today's show because we've been really busy for the Fat Quarters, of course. And you're using the purple, was it Purple Passion?
Purple Power. Yeah.
Purple Power.
I really like that.
Details at the bottom of the screen for the Purple Power. $12.99. You're getting 5 100% cotton Fat Quarters.
Okay, right. I've done it properly this time.
you haven't pulled it yet.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, give me time. Look. Oh, yes, I can see it.
There we go.
There you go. See, I've sort of redeemed myself there. We'll just ignore
I
that
think all
one.
you did before was kind of just cross it over as you pulled it. Yeah, we'll ignore that one. We'll pretend that one's not there.
It's going to really annoy me. Because it's like,
I think
why?
it's just looped through, to be honest.
It is, because that there is coming out of the bottom. See, look how... I'm going to mess this one up now. But you can just carry on and do all sorts without getting yourself in a
We will
tiz.
sort it out. I was going to say we'll sort it out for the next show, but it's just the 1 hour.
Just here. Just me
Where
now.
is... Well, oh, look, now then. So you can go, just as a reminder, Abby, you can go with as many petals as you like. So I presume if you wanted, this one here's got 6 petals,
yes.
this orange one here. So if you wanted to go with more than that, you'd end up with a bigger gap in the middle where it gathers, I presume.
Yeah,
so you
and
just
you
put
can,
a bigger centre in.
You could get the small petal as well and layer it over the top.
I was just going to say, you could make like a sunflower, couldn't you?
Totally. You could. There's so many things you could do. You could even use the orchid and put the small flower on the centre of that. You can use the big petals behind. You don't even need to, you could stitch them and tie them off straight away and then stick them around and fill them in. You know, it could be as huge as you wanted it to be.
Such a clever idea, and it uses so little fabric, and I just think, again, it's one of those, people laugh at us, don't they? We're the same with paper, we save every scrap, it's the same with fabric as well. Why on earth are you saving that? That's what your family members say.
Yes.
Do you need any more scraps? Yes.
Yes, I do.
Well, this is why you need your scraps of fabric.
It's so true. And there'll be a bit of fabric scrap that you've kept.
Oh,
and you've gone, that's my special bit.
Oh. Limited stock now on these, and I've not got mine yet. Limited stock, they always sell out. Now remember, this is a new bundle for you today. Now you can see we've got the smaller petal there, the centre one here is the one that Abby's working with at the moment, and I love that one with the rounded petals as well. These are £27.99, £4 saving today. Limited stock, 231423, and you also get half a metre of fabric as well. And don't forget, anything you're purchasing, you will get that free pattern as well that you can download. There will be a link given to you for that. So you're getting so much for your money today.
I fixed it.
See, I knew you would.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I spoke too soon.
We'll give you a little bit longer.
I love that you had that much faith in me. Like, I knew you would. Oh, no. No, you haven't.
Well, we are extremely busy for this pack. There you can see the fabric that you're going to get with the flower kit as well. So half a metre of the fabric. You're getting all 3 of those flower templates as well. These are an ingenious idea. This is the first time I've seen them today. I think they're so clever. £27.99, £4, and the item number is 231423. Now don't forget about the pinwheel kit as well, because that's a new bundle for you. Now there's 20 pieces in this. Prior to today, Abby's brought these in bigger bundles, but today a 20-piece kit here, and that is a great amount because you can make so much from that one little bundle there. You've got 8 various fabrics, 2.5-inch strips, £21.49. New today, 010536. Those beautiful hand-dyed fabrics in there as well. I have just got the samples I'll remind you of as well. So from those strips, Abby actually made 2 cushions. We'll show you those in a second. But to start with, let's give you a reminder also of the Purple Power Fat Quarter Bundle. This is 100% cotton, 5 pieces for just £12.99, 492,229. Very, very busy for these. You can see there the various different fabrics that you're getting within that bundle. I absolutely love that paisley. You've got that soft lilac in there. You've got a beautiful, it's kind of a peachy pink, that, I don't know if I'd call it salmon or not, but it's gorgeous, whatever it is. That lovely dusky pink with the cream spot in there as well, and of course that wonderful purple that you've seen Abby using in the demonstrations. Very busy for those. 5 pieces, 492,229. That is the item number to get that particular bundle. Now the Sea Life bundle, a little bit different because it's not 100% cotton, it's cotton and polycotton as well, and you're getting 6 of these for just £11.99. So I've got to give you a reminder of those cute little animals. Oh, these are just wonderful, aren't they? Have I got that the right way round? I think that's it. There you go. Look at the whales with his teeth. They've all got smiley, friendly faces, haven't they? They're really, really lovely. Do you know what? Little backpacks for children, you know, little drawstring bags maybe to keep things in. Aprons, as we've got there on the sample, which I'll remind you again, but I love that one. I absolutely love that. I'd use that to make the lining for a reversible bag. It's not really a lining then, is it? You've got the yellow and the white spot as well. You're getting 2 of each of those, so 6 pieces in total, just for £11.99. Let's just give you a reminder of that little apron again. Do you know what? It's a bit rude, that. I've just pulled it up. It had slipped down. She was showing her chest. There you go. There you are. So there is that lovely little child's apron. Let me just turn it round so you can see those beautiful dots there. But you can make exactly what you want. This is just one idea for you. 235331. Absolutely lovely. Been very busy for those. Now then, a little update on the flower makers. Oh, they've technically sold out. That means all of the stock is now in baskets. £27.99, £4, sold out, unless there's any bounce back. They've gone now, I'm afraid. I'm not surprised, they always sell out, but we will let you know if any do bounce back. Don't forget the rotary cutter as well. Very, very good quality. 2 replacement blades included. New today, £19.99. A nice chunky handle, really comfortable grip there. It's a great tool. You've got the scissor and tool set as well. Now, the larger pair of scissors, you've got a small pair of scissors, you've got that seam unpicker or the ripper, whatever you want to call it, and you get that very handy little retractable tape measure as well on a key ring. So I would definitely want to keep that in my handbag, I think, because you never know when you need a tape measure. £13.99, 827685. Back to Abby, what are we doing now?
I just wanted to show you how I fixed it.
Ah,
Just to show you and how they look together.
Look at that. Well done.
I had twisted the cotton, so that's how it looks together, and you can add in your extras.
Lovely.
But yeah, if you want to see more, do head to my Facebook page, because I've got over an hour where I made a whole thing and popped the button inside. So head over there if you want to see more.
Lovely.
So I've moved on to the batik strips.
These are so pretty, aren't they?
They're just beautiful. They're just, you feel the quality of that.
They are gorgeous.
They're beautiful, and I hand washed one, and I tested how much ink came out, how much dye came out, and there was barely anything. So I wouldn't even worry about washing it before you use it.
Okay.
There's been Bargello quilts made with these strips. There's been all sorts. If you go to my Facebook page, you can see what people have made. They're just beautiful.
They're
just
beautiful.
Really great
love
quality.
The colours.
So, what we're going to do, I just turned my iron off then. I thought I'm not going to use my iron, but I am.
Details on the screen for the pinwheel, of course. New today, £21.49. That bundle of 20, and you can make the 2 cushions that we did show you earlier. Abby did make those from the 1 pinwheel as well.
So yeah, I'm just going to basically show you how to make the cushion that's got all the what's the word I'm looking for? All the strips just across. I'm not sure they're going to let me back.
We need you to come back,
Goodness
Abby.
me. I'm good for a laugh, if anything. But, right, so all you're doing is folding the strip in half and pressing.
Okay, and it presses beautifully, doesn't it?
It really does. It's an absolute joy. Line my mat out of the way. So what you're going to do is you're going to start from the bottom. It's up to you what size you want. You could have it small, large, whatever you want.
Okay.
But you start from the bottom and take your first strip, measure it across. I'll always do that. I was just about to just go rogue with my rotary cutter, but better not do that. And then you start there. So then you're going to do 1/4 inch stitch.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's do that. Actually, I'll just iron my next piece ready so we can just do it all in one go.
Okay, well, I have got the finished cushion in front of me again here, so you can see the different layers there. So you can make various different sizes. Obviously, that will depend, you know, how many strips you use as well. And this is the second cushion that Abby made from the 1 pinwheel. So you can see how far that's going to go. But it's entirely up to you what you make, of course. That's the ideal thing about the pinwheels. Yeah. They've got so many uses, haven't they? They use them for sashing, use them, you know, for your bag making.
Completely. And you can make a... there's a Bargello that I make with 24 strips, but you could easily make one with the 20 strips, and it makes a lovely, lovely size lap quilt. So it is one of those things you could... As you say, bags, all sorts of things that you could be making with these strips. There's a lot of us use strips. You know, I'll use strips for Bargellos. That's what I do with them, or cushions like that. But there are other people that wouldn't ever do that. They would do bags with it. They would do other things with it. They might even just put them all together and cut into them. You know, there's so many different... We all do it our own way.
I think with cushions as well, it's so nice to change your cushions with the seasons. I
Yes.
don't do it myself because I'm hardly ever at home, am I? But my friend does it. My friend in a conservatory, she has very neutral furniture but changes the colour of the cushions. So she'll go very sort of spring-like, then really bright for summer, then into the autumn, and obviously Christmas is just a dream.
Yes, I've definitely got Christmas cushions, but I'm not organised enough. I find people that do that, they're very organised, and they're the people that you want to be.
My friend is very organised.
So, yes, I'd like to be you because you've got it together. Someone once was under the illusion that I was that person.
My sister's like that as well.
Is
She's
she?
very organised. I don't think she'll be watching, but Marie, if you are, yes, I'm talking about you.
My
She
sister
puts me to
isn't, but her
shame.
husband is. So, yeah, they're like that, but it's her husband that's the organised one. So, as I said, 1/4 of an inch, you can mark it if you want. Chalk pencils are really good. If you're a new stitcher, you could perhaps measure the line,
Yeah.
chalk. This is a wash away one, but just a spray bottle of water and you can get rid of the lines. Or you don't even need to because you're going to be covering this anyway. I've got a very noisy machine.
There's something very soothing about a sewing machine, even a noisy one. It's quite loud, actually.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
well, it's because I dropped it.
Did
yeah.
you?
Yeah, I did.
Where? Not
in the
today?
car. No, it's a few months ago, but in the
Oh.
car park here, it just fell out of my boot, and it still works. Still works, and it's one of those ones. It's my Old Faithful. It's the one I use, so I have to bring it with me.
Oh,
But
so
then I have to speak louder.
It's groaning at you every time you
Yeah.
use it. It
says-
remembers, you see.
Yeah, you
It knows
dropped
what
me.
you've done to it.
But it's one of those things. It never lets me down. Never lets me down. Right, so I'm taking my next strip, and you can measure this to be precise
Okay.
if you want to.
Yeah.
But I sort of just cover the stitch, and that's fine for me. And that's exactly what I did on that cushion. So if you want to
Yeah.
make one that size, that's all I did is cover that stitching. Oh, I nearly stitched in the wrong place. So again, 1/4 of an inch. And just stitching that down. And I think just that technique looks beautiful.
I just think this is it's so simple, but it's so effective.
Yeah, and it's really tactile as well,
And
isn't it? You
it's-
just want to touch it.
Exactly, you do, that's right. And it's one of those projects, again, where you can pick it up and put it down. You don't need to sit for hours on end. It's something you can do just when you've got a little bit of time, and it's a progression, isn't it, with
Completely.
a project like that.
It's just a nice, easy, straightforward thing to do, but you can see how quickly you'll get your strips on there. It's not going to take any time at all.
Lovely.
You could be doing them in a fade like that, or you could be
Yeah.
doing 2 in the same colour and fading up completely. Do whatever you want, but I like that technique.
It looks so neat when it's finished, so easy, it's so neat, it's absolutely gorgeous. And of course, Abby's using the pinwheel. You see the details still on the screen there. You're getting 20 pieces. Let's have a closer look at some of the colours. Now, you are getting 8 various fabrics within the pinwheel itself. So you're going to get at least 2 of, you're going to get 2 of each fabric and then 4 random ones as well. So, you're going to get at least 2. Look at that. Do you know, I can't help but think of all the inks that when we're paper crafting as well. The techniques remind you of using those inks and pigment inks and your brushes and that sort of thing. Absolutely gorgeous. Just love these together.
They're stunning, aren't they?
They really, really
I
are.
think
And
of
then
the
you've got your
work
red
that's
in
gone
there
in
as well.
to create all
Pull
these
this one in.
colours. It's mind-blowing.
Absolutely gorgeous, so bright, so cheerful. Do you know, we're heading for a really nice weekend with the weather, and just looking at colours like that makes you feel so summery. You don't need the sunshine out there.
No, you
That
don't.
just makes you think summer looking at it.
Yeah. It's just happy, isn't it? It's just happiness.
really
But yeah,
is.
the work that's gone in to produce this fabric, if you think it's been 3 times dyed, it's
Yeah.
direct from Bali, it's not being called batik when it's not actually batik.
Yeah.
This is batik. And one of the ways you can check if it's if batik is what it says it is at your fabric will be the same front or back.
I see, yeah.
So, for instance, this cotton, obviously it's digitally printed or however printed. So on the back you've not got the pattern. You can see the pattern through, but on the back that's, it's like a dulled down version, and then you've got the pattern at the front. Whereas batik, it's the same both sides.
I can see that.
So if,
You really
for
can't tell the
instance,
difference,
you
can
wanted
you?
to die cut something with this fabric that's, you know, a certain area you wanted cut, you
Yeah.
could flip over and it
Yeah.
would make sure that that was the bit that you were cutting.
Yes.
So it's such a useful fabric and just wonderful. I almost don't want to bring it with me. I almost just want to keep it at home. And also, and I keep going on about my Facebook page, but there's a resource. I uploaded a video of me cutting all the strips because I cut them all by hand.
Do you?
Yeah, and there's a time-lapse video of me going.
Oh. Don't think of Abby when
Hours.
you're getting yours and you're unwrapping it and they're all pre-cut for you. And of course, don't forget you're getting that free pattern as well, so it makes it even better value today. £21.49. It's going to get you those 20 strips. Beautiful, beautiful batik. And I can assure you, it does feel lovely. It's absolutely wonderful. You're not going to be disappointed at all. 010536.
But I tell you the reason why I hand cut them is because I wanted them to be right.
Yeah.
And I had people say, "Oh, would you like me to help you?" No, thank you. And honestly, it was probably maybe 50 hours of cutting. And that's why I know that this rotary cutter is the best rotary cutter.
Well, there you
because I
go.
had one and it was really hurting my hand, and then this one because it's a good size grip.
Yeah.
That's how I know, tried and tested.
It's got a great safety plate on it as well, hasn't it? Do you know, that is a very comfortable one.
It is.
I think maybe I got mine too soon because I got one with a skinnier handle. That one might have been better.
You can have this one. I'll let you try it out.
Well, after it's cut, those strips of fabric.
Oh no!
it's
See,
still
this
going.
is a new blade, a replacement blade.
You do get the 2 replacement blades, of
Yeah.
course.
I did need those blades, I have to say, because that much fabric is. It was 80 metres, 80 metres, 80 metres, 16, 24, 250 metres.
Wow.
That's how much they cut.
Well, I'm just going to give you another little reminder of 1 or 2 items on the counter, of course. So remember the Purple Power. Very, very busy. We're going to take you to the website, just remind you of a few different items, and I'm going to just remind you about the Purple Power because it has been busy. All the fabric's been busy actually this hour. We haven't got long left in the show either, so do you know, it's been a lovely hour with Abby. It always is. Good fun, beautiful products, and she's dashing into set, and I don't know what she's knocking over now, but there's something gone. Do you know, it's a lovely view across the studio too. We've got more sewing coming up as well later on. But for now, we're still here with Abby, of course. It is Avid Crafts and wonderful, wonderful products that have been brought to us again today, yet again. Now then, the Purple Power itself, here it is. 100% cotton. Just look at these fabrics. These are absolutely gorgeous. Have you got a favourite one out of the bundle? I think I know which is your favourite.
I really like the paisley.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, I just feel like that would be really versatile, and a lining for a bag, a handkerchief for a gentleman in a pocket.
Oh, yes.
You know, there's so
Yeah.
many things that you could do with that. It's so versatile. It's just really lovely, and I think it's ageless as well. I think it would look great for young kids in things. I think
Definitely.
it would look great for the older gentlemen or ladies. Just a lovely
Definitely.
classic, I think.
Yes, if you think about when Leonie wears that little headband with the little tie on it.
Yes.
Look, they'd work perfectly for that.
Yes, it
I
would.
can see Leonie
Cut on
wearing
the
those,
bias.
actually.
Yeah, remember.
$12.99 for 5 fat quarters. 429. Oh no, it's not. It's 492. 492,229. Now then, the Sea Life one. Now this is our cotton and polycotton mix. You've got 6 pieces in total in this bundle. Now you've got 2 of each. That beautiful, beautiful green with the dot. You've got the yellow with the dot there as well, and those wonderful little sea creatures there. I just think they're so happy and smiley. Really friendly. $11.99, 6 pieces, 235 331. Don't forget, you are going to get that free download with every purchase. Oh, we've had some sellouts on this show as well. We've not got long left. Don't forget, yes, we're going to say goodbye. It's 235 331 for that final fat quarter bundle there. Thank you so much, Abby.
Thank you.
It's been a lovely, fun
It
hour.
has, it has.
We'll let you pack up and go and sit down now. We'll see you very, very soon. We'll let you know what's coming up very, very soon. Yes, we've got the Rowan Dean One Day Special coming up next with Janice. Daisy Chains Designs is just across the studio, and then it's Crafting with Catherine. Who's Catherine? Oh, she's never heard of her before.
Hi, I'm Pat
And Mark.
from Totally Patched. We're a family-based business here in Shropshire. We've been established for about 20 years.
All of our kits come pre-cut, meaning all the fabric is cut for the actual people who want to make the items, whether they be cushions, bags, quilts or anything else you want to cast your creative memory or mind into.
Most of the kits we produce we design ourselves. The design process is usually inspired by the fabric itself. We only use great quality fabrics, 100% cottons.
So, whether you're a beginner or an experienced sewer or quilter, we hope we've got something for all of you.
Make sure you come and watch us on Hochanda.
Fancy making some extra Easter savings? Then join us for our fantastic Easter Spring Savers event here at Hochanda. From Thursday the 18th of April at 6 p.m. to Tuesday the 23rd of April at 6 p.m, we will be bringing you all your crafting favourites along with the opportunity to save as you spend. If you make any purchase during the day, you will be given a £5 credit to spend against any purchase of £30 or more on the following day. If you redeem your credit, you will receive another credit of £6 for the following day to spend against a purchase of £30 or more. Every day you redeem your credit, the next day's credit will increase by £1 up to a whopping £10, which means you could save up to £45. So don't forget to tune in for your extra savings from Thursday the 18th of April at 6 p.m.
Seams is the go-to hand cream for those looking to help maintain soft, beautiful hands. Luxurious yet incredibly lightweight, this soothing hand cream leaves your skin feeling silky smooth without leaving a greasy residue, making it perfect for crafters or any other busy hands that are on the go. To stock up, check out hochanda.com.
Isn't that absolutely delightful? We were just looking through those samples there, myself and Katrina. Good morning.
Good morning.
Incredible.
They look great when they're like, you know, and you can see it on the full screen. They look fabulous.
And when you see things up close like that and they look so lifelike, so realistic, it's amazing what you can do with a needle and some thread. Now, this is my first time with Rowan, so I'm really excited about this. Very, very excited, actually. Can you tell us a little bit about the company if anyone's tuned in this morning and they've not seen you?
Okay, well, our company's called Rowan Dean. It's named after the house that my mum was born in a while ago, quite a number of years ago. But our passion is embroidery, and we love all kinds of embroidery. And we found that it's just a fun hobby and really good. And people have been working with us for quite a few years, and lots of new people. So it's all good.
Yes.
It's all lovely.
Oh, so lots of returning customers and lots brand new customers as well. We've got some great demonstrations coming up, but I'd like to talk to you about the one-day special. This is an incredible deal.
I think it's great. I've really enjoyed putting it
Have
together.
you?
Oh yeah, and when you look at the collection together, you think, yeah, that really works. It's really exciting to do all the projects.
Yeah, well, when we say all the projects, look at this, you're getting 4 projects in your one-day special. $31.90 today. Your first payment on FlexiBuy means you can get all of this sent out to you. You can start working with it and have such a delightful time and a mindful time as well, because it's very relaxing, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. You can just drift away.
Let's start with the first project. Let's start with the tweed summer needle case and what we get in the kit.
Okay, so here we've got the finished thing, but in the kit you get a background fabric. It's on tweed and the outline's printed on the fabric. We get a fabulous range of colours. We get the instructions, obviously. You get all the organzas and beads, but it's a really sort of fun project to do the back and the front design and then create pages of texture in between on the inside cover, and then you could really get carried away and decorate the pages as well.
Now let me turn this around to the back. Look at that. It's so lovely. And yes, this can be for your needles, but it could also be a bit of a journal.
I think it
Little
could.
stitchy journal.
I think it could. You could take a stitch for each page and
Yes.
work on those, and there'd be plenty of thread, so you'll have lots of fun to do that.
Now, we were talking about this fabric in the meeting, and this is printed especially for you, isn't it?
That's right. It's woven for us, and it's a Rowandean tweed, and it's 100% wool. But it's like a dress weight wool, so you could you could wear it as a waistcoat or whatever. But I think it's fabulous to stitch on.
Yeah.
Really lovely, and it's nice to hold the fabric as you're working.
It is
really
nice,
good.
isn't it? It's beautiful. So that's what you see there. That's what you're going to follow for your first 2 parts of that project. The rest, of course, you can do yourself. It's a lovely project. You get it included in the one-day special. The next one along is the Enchanted Garden. Isn't this lovely?
I've really loved doing this. This one is worked with much heavier threads, but it's all basically straight stitch. Just a few French knots, maybe a little bit of fabric, a few bubbling beads, but the basis of the design is straight stitch. So you're using texture.
Yes.
Texture and colour.
I love that. I love the way that this is layered up as well. It's like painting with thread, isn't it?
It is.
And such a fabulous, fabulous design. Do you get the hoop included?
You don't get the hoop included, but I think that's part of there is an accessory pack.
Yes. Yeah, so you can go for the accessory pack if you want to. You might have a hoop already that you can use. You might wish to not use a hoop.
No.
Not everybody does, but if you do want to get hold of some, then you can add those to your FlexiBuy for $12.99. But of course, that price will be split into 2, and your first payment will be $6.50. So that's your second project. There's more. The next along is your Moorland Heart. Like this.
It's really pretty. It's a nice project, either to give as a gift or just to enjoy stitching. Worked on perhaps slightly more muted colours. Got a few sparkly and wooden beads in there, but easy stitches to create the whole design.
And it's not just the front. Let's turn that around. You've got a little project to put on the back as well. This would be nice if you put some lavender in it.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, that'd be great.
It would, wouldn't it? Some nice dried lavender. Really, really nice gift. Really like that. 804632. We're not finished yet, though. That is your third project. There is another project for you. I think this might be my favourite. It's the poppies. This is the doodle card kit. So we're taking your embroidery from your soft crafts over to your paper crafting.
Yeah, I think it's quite nice to do that, and they're sort of fairly easy projects, so that you can bear to give them away.
Yeah.
You know.
Now you've got 6 projects here, and you can see all of the different designs that you can make and create. I don't think I'd want to give these away if I made them.
They're really, really fun to do, and they're each the design are different, but you're using the same stitches, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So you get the organza, you get the step-by-step instructions, and then you create them all on your one piece of fabric, and then cut them up afterwards.
Oh, right.
So that then you can decide what you want to, whether put them in a journal or add to. Keep them as a card or a picture.
Well, that's a good idea. And you get all the envelopes, you get the cards as well. And I love that organic way that you can cut them up and pop them onto a card.
Absolutely incredible. Again, I think I'd keep them all and put them on my wall. But if you want to give them away, you can. If somebody wanted to sell these, by the way, would that be okay as well?
That's fine. That's fine.
Perfect. So that's your one-day special. Can you believe that? All of those fabulous projects. And that's why 2/3 has already gone. 804 632 is your item number. Let's take a look at the website, because this is where you can see all the other items that you can add to your flexi buy, which means the cost of everything will be split into two for you. So we've got some great projects on there. We've also got some accessory kits as well. Please take a look at those. You might want to add those to your basket. We've got some hoops and scissors, and we've also got that tweed fabric by the Fat Quarter, £12.99. It is lovely fabric, it really is. And the book as well. We're very, very busy for the book. If you want to get hold of that, if you want to learn new techniques, there's lots of inspiration in there, and the book is available to you. And also, if you want to go for the play around pack, yes, that's only £14.99, and that's to go with the book if you want to get that, and then you can practice the projects that you can see in the book. Now that's your flexi order if we've added those items to that. So we're paying £7.50 today for the play around pack, £9 for the book today, and £31.90 excuse me, for your one-day special today. You'll pay all of that again in a month's time, but it does mean that you can split the cost in two, and it means you get what you want when you want it, like having your cake and eating it too. Now, the book, very, very popular, the book, and we've got it right here. Can we take a little flick through this?
Of course,
Katrina,
of course.
if we may. First of all, let's take a look at that name just there. It's your book, isn't it?
I know, it's amazing. It's
now,
lovely.
how long did it take to put this book together? And what do you like most about it?
I think it probably took about 2 years to do that.
Really?
All the samples, and obviously the sort of the writing part. I think probably we did the whole thing in about 6 months, but actually did the samples first.
Perfect. And what can we expect to see in the book?
So the beginning part of the book tells you what I think is you should need to do this craft, whether the kind of threads to use, the kind of equipment, not that you need much equipment, and then the stitches, how to do step by step the stitches that I think are really important.
I really like, excuse me, I really like the way we've got the pictures, because I work with pictures, but we've also got the comprehensive text as well, so it will hold your hand every single stitch of the way.
Absolutely, and I think the samples there to get ideas as well as that. So there's a bit of a reference book, and then later on as you work through the different stitching techniques, how to do grasses or trees, or you can experiment with those techniques, and then of course there are projects. So there's 10 projects.
10 projects
10
to do.
projects. Using the techniques in the book, but of the designs that I just love.
It's so lifelike, and we talk, it is like painting with stitching. I'm just looking around at some of the samples, some of the butterflies that you've got up there, and some of the cushions and the pictures that we've got around the set. They really are incredible. There's one, I don't know whether you can get that, Chris, from there, or I can go around and pick it up. So I've just seen that. That is spectacular. And if you can do this at home, get the book, practice, and something like this you'll be able to achieve.
And it's quite special to stitch, and it is so relaxing to do.
Yes.
And I think it's never wrong. Do you know what I mean? Because you're filling an area in, you're not counting, you haven't got to worry about following a chart. It's really relaxing to do, and it's sort of, although you've got the instructions, you can do your own thing as well.
Yeah, go freestyle. Should we have a look?
Okay, so I'm gonna work on the Enchanted Garden. Now the first thing I think is quite good for this is we're working on the wool, so it gives you a chance to work with lots and lots of colours and different textures.
I like the way the threads all come to you. So they're all sorted.
Yes.
And you can follow the codes.
That's for us when we first started, that was quite important.
Yes.
Because by the time you sorted them out, you don't want to do it anymore. So you're ready to play when all the threads are on the organiser.
It's
so
a mixture of threads, isn't it?
I like that texture,
Yes.
and I think this fabric lends itself to that. So we've got shaded threads that are stranded cotton, so made of 6 strands. And then we've got some woolen threads, and we've got some knitting yarns, which I think are really quite fabulous. And some of them, they're made in different parts of the world. I mean, this is made in the Shetlands.
Really?
So it's got a fantastic sort of purple and pink fleck in there, and obviously a little bit of sparkle as well.
Perfect.
So really fabulous, and that's what makes you want to stitch, is the excitement of the colours and the
Yes, I like
textures.
that.
So that's what embroidery's is really good for. So I'm going to put my work in a hoop. So to start off with, it's quite easy to put in there. You've got the plastic hoop, and then you've got the metal hoop, and you're just going to clip that into place.
Is there an advantage to using a hoop?
Well, I
know
think
people have their own thoughts and their own ways of stitching, but is there an advantage to a hoop?
I think it's quite useful. I think it's quite useful for using a lot of different textures that you're not going to pull the stitches in. And for this frame, you can adjust the tension, so I think it's good. I mean, if you don't want to work with the frame, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think on this type of design, it gives a nice finish when you come to frame it.
Yeah.
So.
Some people give the hoops away with the actual finished product as well and place those on the wall. You might want to do that if you go for this accessory kit. I really like these. You get included your 7-inch hoop, your 5-inch hoop, and scissors as well. If you do want to go for those, £15.99, 646785. Freedom price on that, £14.39. Add it to your flexi order of your one-day special for £7.20. We've also got wooden hoops as well, if you want to display these, more traditional. And we've got 3 there. You've got your 5-inch, your 6-inch, and your 7-inch in there, £12.99. 727069, and of course that'll be £6.50 in your flexi buy if you want to go for those.
Okay, so I've got my ready to stitch, and there is a plan. It's not just stitch anyway. There is a little bit of a plan, and the instructions will take you through. But basically, we're going to create an area of stitching at the lower area of the picture that's much darker, and gradually, as you work towards the horizon, the stitches will get smaller.
Okay.
All right, and there is an indication on the fabric as to what size these stitches should be. So to start with, you'll stitch over the print. All right. So I've put a knot at the end. That's personal thing if you want it, but I don't really care what the back looks like, so we're not bothered. So we're going to start off with, you're just going to work through the fabric, and you're just going to create some straight stitches. And this is a knitting yarn, a mohair yarn, so it's going to really blend well, and it's going to create a really nice bit of texture there.
I think that's one of the easiest, of course, stitches to do, but one that's going to build confidence very, very quickly if this is your first project that you take part in.
That's right. I mean, I think mostly the basis of all my designs is straight stitch. I mean, whether it's vertical, diagonal, that's the basis of the whole thing, really. And as you work through, you'll see you can make some of the lines cross over each other, but you're aiming for that a messy garden in a way.
Yes.
You're aiming to look at that border and go, oh, look at the colours there, and I really like those flowers just hiding in there.
The garden you've always wanted.
Yeah. Well, that would be nice. Okay, so once you've worked a couple of stitches, you're just going to fasten off and just take the threads and fasten a few of those away, and then you can go to the next colour. So it's quick.
Easy.
To stitch.
Yes.
Really, really easy to do.
Will you have a bit of thread left over if you wanted to add more grass or more flowers, or go, you know, a little bit random on your design?
Absolutely. I mean, if you wanted to change it to a square design, there's plenty. I always give loads of thread, because I know what I'm like. Once you start stitching, you add a little piece on and then a bit more, and everybody else is the same. So we do give a lot of thread. So I'm just going
70% of the one-day special has gone. Very busy launch hour last night. 70% of the day's stock already gone. So if you do want to get hold of it, you're getting 4 kits for your one-day special. They're all individually packaged as well, which is lovely. If you're buying these as a gift, you could split them up. I don't think I want one. I'll keep more for myself. And you got that £10 saving as well. So do pop it into your basket and check on out, just to make sure you've got the product, and then you can sit back and relax and watch the rest of the show. If you've got any questions, we'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to see some inspirations as well. So maybe send your pictures to studio@hochanda.com, or maybe place it on to Facebook, which is brilliant. So the £10 saving, it means that this kit that we're working on now is £9.95.
That's great. That's great. It's lovely. Okay, so I'm just going to show a different stitch now. So once you've worked all the sort of the grasses in your picture, then you're going to add a little bit of texture to it and the detail. So I'm just going to do some lazy daisies. So I've got 6 strands here, and I'm just going to place the needle back into the same place, and then just with my finger from the back of the fabric, just push the needle back onto the surface, tuck the thread underneath, and then you're just going to pull the thread and you've got your daisy, and then go over the little loop, and that's going to hold that in place. And then we're going to go back to the centre. So I think this is why it's called lazy daisies, because when you finish the stitch, it'll look like a little flower. So this is the one people may have seen on a tablecloth.
Yes, love that. And they do look like petals, don't they?
And so you can work those through. And you've got the dark fab threads and the light threads, and that means it'll really show up.
Superb contrast, isn't it?
So you can make, and it's the kind of thing, if you really like these, you can fill the whole thing with daisies, or you can just do it as the picture.
That'd be lovely. I think when you get confident with your stitching as well, and all the different stitches that are available to you, you can start to get very creative with your flowers and your garden imagery.
I think it's such a nice way to work. Easy, very easy. And I think we can't go very far without doing a couple of French knots. So you can build on this flower and you can make them really, really bold.
You'll have to teach me how to do some French knots.
Probably do a French knot. Okay, so that's the daisy. And then you can add French knot in the centre, or you could add beads.
Our lovely producer Lottie has just said she's got a 4-hour break in a moment's time, so if you want to do a workship with her, I think
sounds great.
I think I'll do it with you too, Lottie.
And then again, fasten that off there. And it's so easy to do, really, really easy. And obviously if the tension changes, you just move the spring, and that'll just allow it, and just a few movements like that.
Yeah.
And you can place that wherever you want, so that if it's going, you don't want it to catch in the thread.
No.
So you just move it around to what's comfortable. Easy, very easy to do. So then we'll do a few.
The nice thing about these projects is that you can sit down for 20 minutes, you can sit down for 2 hours, you can do a little bit for 10 minutes. It could be a journey into work. Maybe you're on a bus, maybe a passenger
on the train. I know people stitch on the train.
Yes, yes.
It's quite portable like that. Yeah. So if you're going on holiday, if you're going in the caravan, or you're going on to a sunny place, you can take it with you, and it's quite nice to have a project. I always have a project on the go.
You?
Yeah, just in case I want to stitch.
Now 3/4 of the one-day special stock has gone.
Okay, so I'm just going to show you a French knot. Okay, so this is the easiest stitch, I think, and the one that people get worried about mostly, but I think it's very, very easy to do. So you bring the thread through, and they're going to go around once, twice, and then we're just going to hold the thread quite high on the needle, and you can bring your hands back so you can see where you're going to place that. And you're going to place it almost into the same place. As soon as it's through the fabric, you're then going to tighten it, and the secret is to hold that there, so that as you pull the thread through, not through the knot of one of the others, and there you get almost like a little rose.
Yes.
So they're quite big. So you only go around twice or once.
Yes.
And eventually, the more that you do, you can sense the tension to keep that shape, and you can build up a little area of texture through that. So that's what I would say is an ordinary French knot. And then I think you can either make them loopy, and you can make them long-legged.
Like you say, they give you that texture, don't they?
And I think that's great. Lovely, lovely to do.
We've had a picture sent in. And this picture is from Penny. Let's take a look at this.
Look.
Penny's been inspired by your book.
Yes,
and
yes. Oh, that's gorgeous.
That is gorgeous. That's amazing.
That's lovely. And I love the organza in the foreground there, the little flowers.
Oh yeah, just down the bottom. Isn't that lovely?
Foxglove. Really pretty. Really lovely.
That is beautiful. Are they like cowslips, the white?
Yeah, like cow parsley or cow.
Cow parsley.
I said cow parsley. And lovely French knots.
Yeah, very
And the
nice.
daisies at the bottom.
And
there.
then the
almost like forget-me-nots.
and then the foxgloves. What stitch was that?
Just straight stitch.
Was it?
just straight stitch.
Remarkable.
Yeah,
Love that.
lovely.
Thanks, Penny, for sharing. Very inspirational. Very, very much. So, the book, we are approaching 40% of the book gone. Now, you can get this as a Freedom member if you want to for $7.65. 2 payments if you pop that into your one-day special flexi buy, which is a great deal. Lots of inspiration in here, very, very popular. So if you do want to get hold of that, $15.25, it's a Freedom member, delivered price, or you can, no, do that, or you can pop it into, I was doing so well, or you could pop it into your flexi payment, flexi buy for 2 payments. Have you ever done a design, Katrina, that you've not worked out? You've just started with a blank piece of fabric and you've started to stitch. Have you?
I mean, that's what the play around packs are a little bit like. So you just, and that's how I design sometimes. I get all the colours that I want to use and just pile them on the table, and then I start to stitch with those. And so I'm designing as I'm going along. And I think that's really nice to do, and just experiment with the colours.
Would you say, when you're doing that, you start from one side or the other, or do you start in the middle and work out?
Okay, sometimes I start in the distance and work forward.
Okay.
All right, just so that if it's a landscape, that's what I tend to do. And then if it's a design where I'm actually looking into the flowers, I would probably start in the foreground and build the design up.
Interesting.
But I think it's nice to, I like the idea of using fabrics, I like the idea of using, this one's just got beads and a little bit of organza.
Yeah.
And so in the 4 projects, you've got a chance to do some quite detailed stitching, and where you're designing the stitching as well on the needle case. So it's got a lot of things to try out, but it's the same easy stitches.
Yes.
French knot, a couple of lazy daisies, straight stitch. You know, you don't need a whole giant book of embroidery stitches. You just need 4 or 5 stitches to create almost all of our designs.
And that's confidence building, isn't it?
And that's, you know, you don't need to practice it over and over before you make a piece of art. As you stitch, you'll create. And that's, I think the organza helps that too.
Yeah, it does. And you do have some play around kits available for you on the show. So you get a little bit of everything so that you can make and create. Let's take a look at these kits. So in this kit, we've got the organza, we've got the different threads, we've got the beads in there, and you've got your fabric to work with. £14.99. Contents may vary in colour wise, but it's a great kit to buy, to have a play around with, and that is your tweed option. £14.99. You're saving £3. Might be worth popping a couple of those into your basket, maybe one for yourself and one for a friend, so you can stitch along together. Now the cotton option is approaching half the stock. The tweed option, 2/3 of the stock gone. You're loving that tweed option. If you do want to get hold of those, go to the website or just let our call centre know and they'll place that into your basket for you. 915244. Right, back with Katrina. Remember, any pictures, any questions, please do send them in. It's studio@hochanda.com or leave them on Facebook. But please do check out your basket, because the one-day special, how much of the stock? Approaching 80%. And we didn't start at 80%, so we started at 2/3, so lots are going throughout the show, and we're only 25 minutes into the show. Right, what are we doing next?
Okay, well, we're going to do the needle case next, but I just thought, as you mentioned, the play around packs, this is the size of the fabric that you would get, and you've obviously got lots of scope to either make a little design. I mean, you've got 2 pieces of fabric here, so this is the cotton one that I've got here, so you can work 4 designs at least on that fabric, and the same in the tweed. You can have a go. You've got so many textures. I love spiders' webs, I love beads, so you've got a chance to make designs that you could put on a box or put in a card. Really, really lovely to do. Or I've got this one which I just love at the minute. This is a little piece where I've been practicing a stitch, and then I've put one of the magnets inside, and so that, you know, as you're working, rather than put it in the chair, you know, the needle in the chair, you've just got a magnet in there, and that'll hold your work.
What a great
and
idea!
you get sort of 2, so if you're working on your piece, you can put the other magnet on the other side, and it's there, so that as you put the pins down, or the needle, you know where it is.
That is a great idea, and yes,
You've got youngsters
a lot
as
better
well,
than putting
you know.
it in the chair, because you can,
Yeah.
as I did once, forget. that
Yeah,
the
so
needle
if
is
you've got
there.
youngsters, then that'll just keep it. Or you can sit back and admire it and put it on the fridge. You know, I put lots of embroidery on the fridge, because sometimes you don't always want a picture in a
Yes.
place, and so you've got a movable gallery on your fridge, you know.
Or if you wanted to add a note to the fridge, you could use
Yeah.
that as the little
Yeah,
tag. What a great
perfect.
idea, making a fridge magnet. Never thought about that. Love that.
So this is the needle case. So this is a lovely project where you can you're working on both the front and the back design, and then you've got 3 individual designs that are going to decorate the whole piece. But basically it's the same stitches. We're going to put the organzas over the top, and then I'm going to secure that, pin it with the pins first, and then add a couple of straight stitches, a few French knots, and then I can't resist a bit of sparkle. So I'll just I'll show you the beads. So that in
Yes,
this
please.
design you get lots of beads, so you'll get lots of sequins, some gold beads, turquoise beads, so you can create a lot of sparkle or a little sparkle.
Yes.
Depends what you like. And so I'm just
It's
gonna...
mixed media for the stitching world, isn't it?
It is, and I think you can do so much with that. So I've got special thread, so the threads are a fine thread that doesn't stretch. So when you put the beads on, they're going to be secure, and obviously in the kit you get your needle as well. So you're just going to put them in a container or on a piece of velvet or something, and just dip in, and then just catch the bead, and then you're just going to take that and you're going to just secure it. And of course you get so many, I put so many beads in.
Yeah.
If you really love beads, you can just really get carried away. So they'll be multi-sized, shiny, matte, with some bugle beads. So you're just going to add texture, and that
These
just
projects
gives
are
it a
so
little
lovely
bit sparkle.
because it's a small area that they cover. You can make it bigger if you want to, but they're so effective. But what's the largest piece you've ever stitched?
Oh, we haven't got that at the moment, but the largest one is about a metre square, and it's worked on this fabric, and it was all in texture. It was lovely. We'd love one day to bring it back,
Oh, please.
but it's getting all the threads, and that's why we discontinued it. But it looks dramatic.
I bet.
So it's a landscape. But the fabric is just great.
It
I
is.
really like this fabric. So
And what makes it stand out for you?
I like the way you can use any kind of colours with it, and the design instantly looks really good on it. But it's actually to work the fabric.
Yes.
Working the stitches is really easy.
Love
It feels
that.
good.
Like you say, those beads really do add that bit of sparkle, bit of bling.
Bit of sparkle there. And so we've got a couple of French knots there, and then we're going to probably put some fabric flowers on there.
Okay. What a lovely hobby to take up. If you've never done embroidery before, would you say these kits are going to be easy for you to pick up and do, or do you need to be intermediate,
No,
advanced?
I think if you've never done this before, it'd be really easy to do.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you've got a guide on the fabric, you've got the step-by-step instructions, and it'll start exactly how to do the project, and it's easy, very easy to do. So yeah, I would say pick the one you love, because that's what makes you finish it. You
That's
know?
true.
So even if it's one of the bigger designs, you think, well, that looks complicated. Once you start, it's easy.
Yeah.
But if you love it, you've got to just think, oh, I love the Enchanted. I'm now at the moment, I love the Enchanted Garden.
Do you?
I love working with the textures, and I also like the needle case. So you'll get some hand dyed felt.
Yes.
So you can decorate the different pages as well.
Love that.
I'll just get.
And do you use different threads with different beads, or is it the one thread that runs through?
With the beads, it's just that one. But the colour palettes of beads, I just love.
Do you?
So I think at the moment, a lot of my designs have beads in,
Yeah.
just because I really like those. Okay, so this is a variation of a French knot. All right, so this is called a long-legged French knot. So we hold the thread. So you're going to go around once, twice, and instead of going into the same or near to the same place where the thread came up this time, you're going to take the thread higher up, so you're going to almost get a little straight stitch
Okay.
With almost, could be like a flower, the stamen on a flower.
Could we do one more of those? 'Cause I don't
Yeah.
think we've got a close-up of that.
Okay,
so you can see it at home.
So you're going to go around
Yeah.
once, twice, and then you're going to hold the thread so it doesn't fall off the needle. Then as you place the needle higher up, push it through the fabric, then tighten it
Yeah.
as before, pick your work up, and then just pull the thread through, and then you'll get the knot. And that's so easy to do. Okay, so we start again. And it's good to have it resting on a surface.
Yeah.
So you feel you've got two hands to work the stitch. So you're going to go around once, twice, and then you can vary the length or the direction. And you're just going to place that.
Yeah.
And then you're going to pull the thread all the way through. And those are lovely. So there could be a group of flowers, imaginary flowers, you know, they can be. It's quite
fascinating,
easy.
isn't it? You know, looking at the work you've done there and the realism that you've got with those flowers and the background with the organza as well, that gives it that depth.
It just gives it a mistiness, and it's like drawing on a white piece of paper, isn't it? It's not as
Yes.
exciting, whereas if you've got a little bit of colour on there,
Yeah.
you know, it's great.
We're very busy for the kits. If you want to go for those, there's two types. There's the cotton and the tweed. The play around kits, you get a little bit of organza, you get some thread in there as well, you get some beads, and you get needles. By the way, with all the projects that you get in the one day special and these play around kits, you also get 2 needles in each of the kits, so you're good to go. Now the cotton kit, £14.99, over half the stock of that is gone, and the tweed option is approaching limited stock now. You're loving tweed. Limited stock, so it might be an idea to pop that into your basket just to make sure you've got it, and then check on out, and then you can relax, because when we approach limited stock, they can start to go very, very quickly. 915244 is your item number if you want to go for the play around kit.